You are now listening to Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast, the battle rap podcast of New York and the world. Follow the show on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. Stay up to date with all of the daily news of battle rap culture with all of the latest stories, reports, stats, and facts. Follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at LTBR Podcast. Last but not least, log on to letstalkbattlerap.com for exclusive content and the latest merch. Enjoy the show.
No, if you in here, man, pull up on me. Let me see my people up. My boy, Malcom in the building. What up, bro? Hey, Britt. Good to see y'all this beautiful morning. Malcom, why you saying wowzers already, bro? It's lit? It's lit like that? Is it lit? Y'all feeling good, Britt? How you doing this morning? You doing good, Britt? Praise God, amen. Twitter is in shambles. I'm pissed. Y'all upset? Why y'all upset today? What got y'all mad? What's scuffing y'all Timbs? What's grinding your gears? Peace, God. My boy Perkins in the building. Kendrick lyrics always get the day started right. Twitter been going crazy since like something happened yesterday. What happened? Did I miss something? Did I miss something yesterday? Something go down? There a vote? Reggie, what's goody? Y'all know Perkins is a man of peace. My WOTY won. Yo, Perk did get the victory lap. I ain't gonna lie. 45 is because I understand not 1, but 5 is insane. What happened? Oh, was there a panel yesterday that upset people? Yeah, that was fun. Reggie, what's good, bro? Nah, yesterday was a lot. Who's upset about the WOTY vote? Raise your hands. Who's upset? Me liking chaos? Me? Britt? No, I wasn't sitting there doing this. I do that all the whole time. That definitely wasn't me. Fergus, you are wilding, bro. Let's chop the fable, man. I'm still at the takes. They were talking in circles. Okay. Look, man, anybody wants to pull up and complain about COTY, feel free. This is an open forum today. You can all get all your grievances out. Let me know. Follow me on Twitter at TMAJE93. Let me know that you would like to pull up today. I will get you the link and allow you to voice your opinions. However, there will be no Tata and no CC slander in your takes, for the record. Everybody else, Tata and CC, no slander. You slander them, I'm kicking you off with prejudice, extreme prejudice, to letting you know what it is. Positive feedback is, of course, welcome. We do expect positive feedback. Constructive too, but if it seems like any type of shade, you will be kicked off with prejudice, extreme prejudice. I'm letting you know. This is a... I can't read that. Say true. The Queens did good, said Britt. But yeah, man. Y'all let me know what y'all want to do. Perk, I see you still want the link. I got you. Give me a second, bro. Let me set the show up. But before we get into that, before we get fully, well, y'all just want to dive right into WOTY? That's what y'all want to go into? Because we can just go right into WOTY and we can get into everything else later. That's how I want to do it. I'm with it. No matter how the list is arranged, it will be a problem. No list is perfect, Britt said. That's a fact, Britt said. Wow. That was my thing, right? Because I went into it fully expecting it to be clear for C3. But, when they get in there, you get the debates, you look at the resume, I understand. The real problem this year was none of the women really put their stamp on the year to make it clear for them. It was open for anything. Because of the fact there was no real clear front runner, right? C3 can be a clear front runner because she was undefeated last year. She had a flawless year, yes. But she had 2 3-round battles, I think, and a lot of her resume was it was real Danny Myers summer. It was real Danny Myers summer for C3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she was battling anybody, and they didn't help. You know, it really didn't help a lot. Right, Britt. Instead of you same points for everyone, they didn't. That's fair criticism. But yeah, I think the real issue really came from the fact there wasn't a true front runner in this year. Like no one, you couldn't see anybody that put their stamp on last year. Like with the COTY, you can see, even if you disagree with Gotti, you can see how Gotti had a stamp on his year. The year before that, you see Chilla having a stamp on his year. The year before that, Gotti had a stamp on his year. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can see this clear stamps. Gaddis had a strong argument until Jazz, she cleared on. That's a fact. Coffee versus Top was monumental for the year. C3 is the only big one. Yeah. I did have an issue with C3 being below Vixen because I value head-to-head a lot. I really value head-to-head. And if you get beat like that head-to-head, I feel like you got to be above the person. Tata, what up? Yeah, I really do feel like you got to be ahead of her. Yes, we all proud of you. We are proud of Tata. It's a fact. Coffee is WOTY. She is WOTY. Let me get this link out, man. Perk, I got you. Give me a second. Perk, there he is. Oh, wrong link. Hold on. Hold up. But nah, the panel was fun. I do want to say one thing before I get Perk up here, before we take pull-ups. As a culture, as battle, did I send the right? Okay, I sent it. You know what to click on, Perk. As media, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a level of sensitivity we can't have in terms of criticisms for the things we say, things we do, because we're critiquing artists who make art. And they're allowed to be sensitive about their art and feel away about their art. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get upset when battlers feel away about things that are said because of the fact that, look, ultimately, this is your art, this is your creation, you know, and you're getting critiqued on it. I understand you might be sensitive to that. But there has to be a level of respect given at all times, right? If people aren't calling you out your name and the criticisms are specific to your art, then you should keep your responses to that. Jumping out the lane, getting into name, calling out extra stuff is unnecessary. Like it's unnecessary and there's no reason to do that. We can have a dialogue. A lot of respected media, a lot of media that understands this situation, you can have a really good dialogue with them. Once you get to the name calling and this and that, it's a lot harder to do that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just, you know, this level of respect I will always have for the battlers because I understand what y'all do is the reason I'm able to do what I do. There's a level of respect. I'll make my jokes, say what I want, say things, you know what I'm saying? But I'll never go outside of that. So battlers you got to have that same mutual respect for each other. And that's all I'm saying on that. And I'm going to leave it right there. Now, Perkins in the building. That's a fact. Like every panel has controversy. Yeah, Perkins up here. Good, Tata. Stay unbothered. We ain't tripping on it. Shout out to check temperature too, by the way.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Something still need to be said. Perk, my boy, what's goody?
Boy, what's happening? What
How you feeling?
What happened with this WOTY thing?
Man, people is hot. The streets is hot.
I mean,
the Twitter Spaces is upset.
Like I said in the comments, I can't be mad. My WOTY one WOTY, so I'm content. It's some other particulars. It's some other particulars. I'm like, that could have went different, but you know, can't cry over spilled milk.
Yo WOTY automatically your WOTY one, so it don't matter. Nothing else matters, right? Just listen, whatever.
No, I definitely feel like Pristavia should have been higher than a lot of the people that was on the list.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she had a flawless 7-0 victory for the year, and it was her rookie year. Nobody in their rookie year has done what she did. You can say official, but official didn't have that many battles. Like Pristavia, your flawless victories. I did feel like C3 should have been higher than Vixen because Vixen year was real inconsistent. It was like one battle she did good, one battle was like another battle she did good, another battle was like and then she finished the year strong, so that was good for her. But C3 had a better year than her.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with the C3 thing. So where would you put Pristavia? How high would you have put Pristavia?
What was the whole list? It was who was higher than her?
That's a good question. I don't have the list in front of me. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Was E Hart above her?
Hold on. The list is being sent to me right now.
All right, bet.
I don't think E Hart made. I'm not sure if E Hart made the list. Actually, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
No, I don't think she did. Just somebody sent me. Yeah, one of y'all sent me the list. I should have had this for the show. I forgot about that. Lang about to pull up.
So, like, they was about to put on the list because they said she battled Young L on Verbal War Song, and I was like, what does that do for her?
Right. Yeah, Verbal War Song battles are interesting to judge and to evaluate.
To evaluate for because
Lady Caution, 40, Casey, C3, Vixen, and Coffee were above Chris.
Lady Caution was above Pristavia?
That's what it looks like. I mean, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, yeah. I wasn't sure if Caution would make the list personally. I didn't necessarily have Caution on my list.
Me too.
Caution was 10. Hold on, Caution was. Oh, First Lady Flames. My bad. First Lady Flames.
Oh, First Lady Flames, not Caution.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I got the whole list.
No, I would have put Pristavia. I would have put Pristavia over Flames for sure.
Because she had wins. Because of the wins.
Yeah, but because of the wins, because like when Flames started out the year, like JC, that was brutal. It was ugly. And then what was the next battle? She battled Hart. I had her beating Hart, but it was debatable.
Right.
And then EK people, majority of people like Edge EK. I ain't gonna say he clearly beat her or anything.
I think she got the one on the app. She got the consensus one on the app.
Oh, that's fire. Then yeah. If it's that, then there's 2 wins for her. But then she battled Cheddar after, and that wasn't a good battle. I think that was it for her for the year. I feel like Pristavia like topped that.
Interesting. I don't have Pristavia houses because the schedule and the 1-rounders. I don't do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't do too much with it. But I thought she could have been at. I would have had her probably at 10, just because like intro. I think making it down on the list was like a testament to her in general. Because I thought she'd be on. I thought she'd be like 10th at least at the highest.
I thought she would have been at least like 6th spot at least. Just because how much dust she kicked up. Like it was a lot of work, and like we only.
She was 7th though. She was 7th though. She wasn't too far off.
But my thing is like we like rarely see women do the work that she did. Like only people like C3 and Official, if she not choking, can really like, and Lady Caution too can like do that much work in 1 year. A lot of people do like 4 battles and that's it.
Yeah. So you celebrating?
Yeah,
celebratory day today.
For sure. Like it's coffee over here. Like what more do I gotta say? Like that coffee and TikTok battle, it really did work. It really did wonders.
Hey, Ty, check your phone. Ty, check your phone. Hit me back.
Like, no, I thought that was gonna. I ain't gonna say snub her, but I thought that was gonna put her like a little lower. And then I saw a coffee and tea type argument. I was like, keep going, talk. I was like, gaslight her. Tell her what happened. And then.
Well, we got a COTY panelist in the building. My boy Malcom. Malcom, what up?
What's going on, y'all? What's up, Kurt? How you doing? Nah, I'm just chilling. I got plenty of content to work with. By the way, also this weekend, the semifinals. We had a really good weekend with the KOT semifinals.
That's a fact. I released everything.
I released a video about like the Final Four and how huge of a deal it was because all of them had an interesting storyline. Bill having the hardest route to the finals, past 15 years in the game and is making it to the finals. Mac was trying to reset his career, and then Shotty P was trying to like reclaim his top tier spot that he once had on KOTD. It was just a crazy weekend.
Shotty Bando.
But onto the panel though. I thought the ladies actually did a pretty solid job. I mean, I mean, with any panel, right? Everybody's going to be very have avid opinions about like certain things and whatnot or whatever. And honestly, they like the only thing they really so a lot of people have discrepancies between what the fans voted and what the actual product ended up being, which was interesting because
Right.
for the COTY panel, right? Like everybody was upset about the order, but it was pretty in line to what the fans voted for. And this
With
time
the inclusion
around,
of KOCD.
right, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. This time
Fans got
around,
exposed.
this time around it was a little bit jumbled, but I still feel like, you know, there are cases to where like certain people can be put other places. Now Pristavia was an interesting case. A lot of people Pristavia and C3 was an interesting case because, you know, a lot of people were saying that like C3 to a degree was like the female A ward, right? Which I don't fully
Yeah.
agree with because A ward had like 10 3-round battles or whatever. C3 had like one significant one with a few other complementary works, and she was still ranked
Right.
fairly high. I don't
Yeah.
really see any critique about that, but I'll leave that there. I'm just saying, I love C3, but you know, anyway, and then like the same thing with Pristavia. I feel like Pristavia did have a good amount of activity, right? She's one of the best new female prospects in the game. The work she did against Diesel was amazing. Some of her against the Garden work was amazing. But I do think that the reason why she probably isn't ranked as high. I mean, I know you said that like against First Lady Flames, right? She lost to JC pretty clearly. Her and EK is debatable, but I think what really like put probably First Lady Flames over her is the fact that she has a Battle of the Year candidate, not just word of mouth, but she actually won an award for it, and she's competing against like she got like two dudes on her resume, two solid dudes that are like very hard to beat on their A game. Like I know people don't really care for EK that much, but EK is a tough person to beat.
EK's a problem.
And JC, come on now, it's JC. You know what I'm saying? Then she, come on, like we talk about E Hart that was at one point in time was like when Jazz was out the door for a moment, it was E Hart, 40 and Official, and E Hart was like one of those people. So for First Lady Flames to step up and have like one of the best female battles of the year, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's probably why she probably got the nod over Pristavia. Now 40, I know a lot of people feel a way about where 40 is placed. And when you look at it holistically, right? I personally feel like her coming off of the QB battle makes it look away. But when you really look at the year solely by itself and not just what happened at Chrome 23, I'm not saying that I would have 40 at 5 because I do think that she should be above Casey.
Right.
But I can understand why she's at 5 because it's like you can look at her standout is the Casey battle. She did amazing against Casey. Then she has the one rounder with Loso, which I don't know what exactly you're gonna do with the one rounder versus Loso. And she has a couple other battles, right? But the main thing is the Casey battle. It's very hard. It's very hard for her to be like ahead of a Coffee who had like battle of the night with a T-top, beat Lady Caution clear. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to put her ahead of Vixen, who, if you want to say she has 2 losses, she also has 2 magnificent wins against Shuni, against Casey, which is like a very huge deal.
Right.
So it's like when you look at the numbers, right? When you just look at the numbers and like, oh, 40 is at 5, but you don't look relatively to what other people did that year, that is what makes it look worse than what it is. Because I feel like 40 is like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have her above Casey, but I don't think I would have her above C3, Vixen, or Coffee. So
yeah, Go ahead, Perk.
I ain't gonna lie. What I didn't like that some of the panel did was act like this Loso battle was like the clearest 1-round victory ever. It was a debatable battle.
I thought it was debatable too.
I feel like
it was debatable too.
I do feel like I do feel like if anything they should have really harped on the Casey battle because I feel like that was more of the selling point. If they wanted to harp on that would. But I do get the idea of harping on the Loso battle to a degree because let's be real, like when ladies battle the men, like it's kind of like to a certain degree, it's kind of like
Be careful.
battling.
Be careful.
It's kind of like battling on Hall of Fame, because the ladies have to overcome a bunch of things. 'Cause it's not just rap, right?
Yeah.
You also
Yeah.
like it's a male dominant sport, right? I literally seen C3 have some crazy material against Tay Rock, and all Tay Rock said was the B word 100 times. And that's all he needed to say. Not to say he wasn't good in that battle.
Nah, that's a fact.
But you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. You better act like you know.
Exactly. Like so
Yeah.
the sliders are most definitely, you know what I'm saying, down for the ladies when they go against the men. So I can understand why they emphasize that. But at the same time, if you're looking at activity, and this is why I feel like if they wanted to bring up this point, the reason why Lady Caution was on the list, she had a good year, but it was primarily because of activity. And if you're going to prioritize,
she got the activity bump for sure,
right? And if you're going to prioritize activity, I feel like that could be prioritized in the latter portion of the list as well. But I can understand. Once again, I can understand why they put emphasis on certain things because the lady realm is very nuanced and very different. I mean, I feel like with the more battles we have, the easier it will be to do the rankings. But now since it's like such a mixed bag, it's very hard to know exactly what to prioritize. So I can understand.
Yeah, it's like I said, man. Like it wasn't a lot of work to nobody to like very clearly put their stamp on the year. They didn't have the opportunities. It's very difficult to get to that spot when it's so jammed up, man. But yeah, overall, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think people need to understand like how long those panels are and how difficult that is. Like it sounds easy to do, but like
poor CC.
Man, I know, right? That's my thing, right? I saw people. I think the main complaint for both COTY and WOTY was that the debate for the top two was shorter than the rest of the panel.
Yes, but I was saying that.
I understand that, but also when you in that room for that long, you arguing with people for however long, eventually by the time you get to the end, it's like, ooh, the finish line. Yeah.
Right.
Let's get on out of here. All right, we good? Everybody, let's go. Like I get why it goes like that. And until it's a way to like the money is in a spot and the schedule in a spot where like you can take a weekend to do like 10 through or 20 through 11 and then do 11 through 10 separate days. It's going to be like
that. Make it episodic for the most part.
Exactly. Yeah. It's going to be like that because fatigue plays a role, man. Fatigue plays a role in that room arguing.
Yeah. I do think that like it would have been, I think I put it in the chat. I think it would have been dope if they had to spend a little bit more time on the 1 and 2 spot. Because like I heard, because like not to say that they got defaulted, like they defaulted Coffee as the number 1, but since Vixen was already like was going to be bumped to 3, they were just like, well, there's no way she's going to be number 1. When I feel like if you look at the years, like you know what I'm saying, like it's like a default, you know what I'm saying. So like when you look at the years, it's a lot closer. Because I personally wouldn't have had a problem with Vixen being number 1. Hell, she was close to being number 1.
Right.
So, like,
I do think. Okay.
Now, my argument with that is that like Vixen could have been number 1, but I feel like that Coffee and T-Top battle, like it like was, I ain't gonna say hung over her head, but it was like all right, you have this right here, and then you have all of Vixen's work, and then when you compare, it's like take each battle and compare it to that battle. It's like Coffee and T-Top like trumps that.
Yeah, to a degree. Well, to a degree, because Casey and Vixen was a huge moment, man. That was a huge moment. The like her bounce back battle with Shuni, it was Shuni's return. I feel like people forget that like, Shuni's returning and Vixen coming off a loss. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna keep it real, right? She lost to Loso, but I don't, by any stretch of imagination, I don't think it was a body. I actually gave her the third. She lost, but like.
It was a clear loss.
And not to be, for it to not be a body, but you know what I'm saying? Like
she got highlight reel though. She got highlight reel. She got highlight reel. She got highlight reel.
But
the way highlight reel to finish very high, man. Shout out to Casey. You can get highlight reel to finish very high. Salute Casey.
The way I see it is like Coffee has less blemishes. Her only blemish is not finishing a battle. Vixen may have the same amount of wins as Coffee. But with the loss to Loso and the loss to C3, who's also within the top 3, I feel like that is kind of hindered her. If she could have made the C3 battle a little bit closer, then maybe she would have had an opportunity.
C3 kind of walked her. like walk through her very clearly.
She got the second and third pretty clear. The only round you can debate is the first.
Is the first, right?
Wait,
yeah,
the
I do
second
think.
was what I mean.
Nah, C3 was scheming.
C3 kind of got out of there, bro.
Scheming on her in that round. She was wilding on her that round.
Yeah. So the thing with the funny thing about Vixen is that she gets to see how Casey felt last year.
Yeah,
the irony is hilarious.
That's
like, yo, they
crazy.
Yo, that was mad funny. Like, yo, she just switched places.
But the thing about Vixen is though she wasn't expecting to win. And
right,
that'd be the funny part. Like,
right,
the battlers don't get emotionally invested till they realize that they actually has an opportunity to win, and then they get like, damn,
yo, that's the realest battle. Like, man, I don't care about these lists.
Then when they have the opportunity to win,
you had me where? Oh nah, this is ridiculous.
No, she was in the spaces last night. She was like, I expected C3 to be able to read, but not Coffee.
Right. That's straight up what she said. That was straight up what she said, yo.
But the battlers don't be really understanding like timelines and what battlers have done over the course of the year. I remember I think it was funny because love her to death, but who said they wanted to be on the panel? It was one female battler that said she wanted to be on the panel.
Was it 40?
Farrah. Farrah said she wanted to be. Farrah said she wanted to be on the panel, and I'm like, that would be dope because it'll add some spice and whatnot. But then, literally a moment later, she was like, so and so is here. What does she do for the year? And I'm like, see, like
that's the thing, bro. That panel will expose you, bro. That panel will expose you, dog.
You got to be on your piece of cues, man.
You do.
Battlers don't be knowing somebody. They be forgetting their own battles. Like, they be forgetting their own battles. Like, that's
one
crazy.
One day we'll have an honest conversation about battlers and them actually watching battles. One day we'll be able to be honest about this. If you ever go to an event and you see who doing the most talking, y'all be surprised. Some of y'all be surprised. I'm just saying.
See, the thing about that, you got two different opposite sides of the spectrum. You got battlers that say, "Oh, I don't watch battles. Why would I watch battles? I'm focused on my own stuff," but they actually watch battles. And then you got people on the other side of the spectrum that are like, "I watch battles all the time," and they don't. It's weird.
They be at the events.
Yeah,
it would be at the events. Nah, but it I think it would be dope to see maybe I mean, hell, if Coffee's gonna retire for real, I don't know. But then again, she can't be active. So after the 40 battle, she literally shouldn't. Well, no, I still think she shouldn't even be on because she has a battle in that year. And I feel like Black said something along the lines of like, if you battle once or whatever, then you're automatically like not in because you still have like a you have a personal you got a personal bias there naturally. So nah. Someone Kazama is asking about the caffeine votes counting because of Coffee using T-top on caffeine. I'm like,
bro,
caffeine votes count. They've had value for live spots, but the app vote is the app vote. For me, the app vote has more time put into it. You can really sit with the battle. You get one watch on caffeine unless the stream messes up. You know what I'm saying? The app votes to me mean more for the fact that it's your view over time. The first view voting is important as well because it shows how you can control the room, who can, do this or that in the room. But the app tells a longer story. It takes a longer view approach to things than the caffeine votes do.
And even the app is kind of flawed because a lot of people that didn't watch. So like, there's a lot of first time watchers on the app too, because people that didn't watch it live, they watch it that first time and vote right then and there. Mm-hmm. And I've always said like, I don't vote until like I watch, like unless it's like super duper clear. I don't like do like the bookmarking of like the Don DeMarcos and all that stuff and the voting until like my second or third watch. I feel like I'm discredited in the battlers with
I will pick right away. I'll pick a winner more than I do the Don DeMarco stuff. And the fact that we're 3 years into this app and people still don't know how to read the app numbers be frustrating me.
They're like, how did so and so win on the
how they win 3-0? How they win 30? It's not a 30. It's just that's the reaction numbers. You can't
put Don DeMarcos like you. Calico may not get a bunch of Don DeMarcos, but he can win a round because he was talking heavy. Like he was
exactly.
You can't account.
It's
for
a very
angles. Like,
easy difference. It's a very clear difference, and it's so frustrating. People don't know how to read the apps too. Like 4 years into it, it's crazy to me. But yeah, man, that's. I mean, WOTY was good. Shout out to all the ladies on WOTY, man. When you agree to disagree, those rooms are much harder. It's easy to criticize on the sidelines, man. It really is. I say as somebody who's on the sidelines, but in the sparring sessions, you know what I'm saying? It's real. Right. It's real easy to criticize when you ain't there. You know what I'm saying? It's the old heads who don't understand. Red said the old heads don't understand that. That's a fact, though. But yeah, shout out to all the queens, man. I'm proud of all y'all. Proud of Tata, proud of CC. Hey, salute, Kasama. Sorry it took a while, but we got to it. Shout out to Tata, shout out to CC. You know what I'm saying? The family. Salute to them. Glad y'all got there, man. It was a good time. Let's move on to some other stuff, man. Let's switch the topics. A battle got announced.
Well, you want to talk about that one?
No. Battle got announced.
I'm sorry. I'm depressed. I'm depressed because of that announcement. It's another battle. Depressed. It's another battle. Waivers here. This is another 30.
Another good old 3-0.
Another good old 3-0.
I see. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to be a lawyer here. So
for who?
Good thing. I don't have. So I'm gonna keep it real, right? So let's just put it all on the table, right? Cortez and Surf is a very, very uphill battle for Cortez. A very uphill battle for Cortez. One, it's going to be in Atlanta. The Atlanta crowd can be very, very uneasy at times. Yeah. Let me just say that. They like what they like and they don't like what they don't like. Surf is going to have a huge backing. Gun titles, Midnight Madness.
Yeah.
He's going to have everybody behind him. Big stage. A really sizable stage.
Yep.
And I'm trying to. The last time I remember Cortez being on a pretty big stage was Summer Madness 7 or 6, and that was 2017 as an opener, where the crowd is very, very receptive to your stuff early on.
Oshkosh B'gosh.
Maybe overall.
And Cortez approach. He seems as if he's not trying to go bar for bar with Surf. And it seems like he's not trying to perform against Surf either. So it's a
you better have the greatest angles ever.
I'm about to say it's most definitely an uphill battle for Cortez, but I don't see a body because Surf is Surf, and when people have to admit that, like, he may give you 3 rounds, but 2 of them will be full, and 1 of them will be like enough to, like, get out of there or whatever. Because if I'm being 100, his third versus Cal wasn't all that crazy. His third versus Twerk wasn't all that crazy, but his first 2 was amazing to where it didn't matter. He already won. So
I like his third versus Twerk. I did.
I like his third versus Cal too.
It was short. He lost some bars in that. He even said, like, if you watch the live stream, like, after, like, yo, I skipped, like, he's like, I dropped like the whole 12. Yeah.
Right. So, but I feel like
I did like his third.
He's gonna need 3 full of them, and I still got Surf 2-1, but I don't think he's gonna be a body by the stretch of the imagination. Like, I feel like Cortez will get around, and he's gonna fight. And he has to. He has no choice but to fight. Like, he literally doesn't have a choice but to fight. But for people to say he's going to get bodied is kind of crazy, because it's just like, I don't know. I feel like with Cortez being able to see, like, what John did, what Calico did, he didn't have to look at the Twerk battle because But with him seeing, like, those approaches or whatever, and, like, he mentioned in one of his interviews that John is kind of like his prototype, in that they try to take an approach to neutralize their opponent. And I feel like with what he saw with the John battle, he maybe feel like, and then Surf has a bunch of other things that's transpired since his last battle. I don't have to touch on those allegations or those particular topics, but I feel like Cortez has a lot to work with, but he'll most definitely have to weaponize it in the best way possible. But I got Surf 2-1.
Yeah, this is my thing with this battle, right? Like, I don't underestimate the idea of really getting somebody you wanted to battle your entire like for a very long time. I do not downplay that factor. So I expect the dangerous Cortez. And like you said, like as somebody who's been listening to these spaces and had my own experiences as a surf fan with him on Twitter Spaces, ranting for 7 hours a day for like that month straight, who had to go through a lot as a surf fan, like mentally, like, wow, I don't even, never mind. But yeah, so dealing with that, now we're finally getting back to the rapping. There are things to exploit about surf. I just don't know if Cortez is the one to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If this was the original opponent that surf was supposed to have,
yeah,
this would be a very different conversation. I'm being 100. This would be a very different conversation.
Very different.
I don't know if Cortez is the one that can exploit this. And it being in Atlanta, that crowd. What up, Quadre? The thing about Atlanta, I think the Atlanta crowd, what they respond to is explosiveness and star power. That is what they respond to. Hitman doesn't have a problem in Atlanta except when we battle Cassidy, but that's because Cassidy fans are delusional people. Him and Calico didn't have a problem here. Calico Hitman's solid battle here. A1 Neil will explosive performance, star power. They put on explosive performance. Everything was fine. You have to keep their attention and you have to be explosive. Cortez is not that level of explosive. He's never been that. Like, I don't know how he does that in a room. I think his best bet is to have some crazy angles. I just don't know if he can execute them. You can have an angle all day long, but you got to execute it to a level that captures the attention of people. And Surf is going to be bombing on that stage. I'm fairly confident. Now, the uphill fight for Surf in this battle is the fact that he has to beat his last performances still. You got to beat your last 3 performances, and you have to beat somebody who you've, like basically been bullying for like 7 years. Like
he can't lose this battle. He most definitely can't lose this battle.
No.
Like,
he cannot. He can't afford to have a dry round or anything, especially early on. Like he's got to come out bombing from the gate. That's the uphill fight because the underdog curve is real. I mean, Password's trying to do this. The underdog curve is real in battle rap, bro. Tez is gonna have the underdog curve. He just is. Will we do anything with it? I don't know. Because I mean, the last few times we've seen Cortez with these really big spotlights, it hasn't gone well.
Yeah.
He got the Nitty twice. Both times against Nitty, he stumbled and fumbled.
Even
I mean, him and Ace
got cooked.
Right. Him and Red.
Even before that, when he battled Head Ice for the chain, he had a chance to win. And he kind of, I wouldn't say he threw away the third, but he didn't have the right approach in his third, and that kind of
right.
So yeah.
I mean, even look at Ace and Cortez, like they made that battle a big deal, and they both went out there and fumbled the pad. Cortez had some terrible stumbles, had a terrible stumble choke. Ace had a terrible stumble choke. Like, I truly feel like just seeing Cort's history in these situations, it's hard for me to pick him to win this battle. He's gonna fight, but picking him to win this battle, I can't do it realistically.
It's hard for me to give him a round actually for myself, like because like this is a whole different type of level for old Ernie, like I don't know. I don't know how much he can do because, like, the angle is not going to work, especially with Cortez. Like, some angles he take be, like, real obvious. Like,
right.
If you talk about Asia Dean and him getting shot again, like,
I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nothing worse than Cortez saying, we got something to speak about, and we get to the third round, and it'd be something that I wasn't even paying attention to. Like, I thought that's what we had to speak about. That's what we hyped up 2 rounds for Cortez.
But I will say that Cortez is a warrior though, because he's been put in like dire situations. Like, y'all remember when he battled Averb in St. Louis? Yo, like he been put in some dire situations. So like, I think he probably thrives off of situations like this, and that's okay. But like, you still have to execute those. So I don't know, But he's been in some crazy situations though.
Yeah. 4 time. Welcome.
Good morning, all.
Talk to me, bro. How you doing? Been a minute.
Yeah, man. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Cortez can't lose this battle, man. He can't, man. This is his biggest battle ever. I know he had a long career, but he been calling us. He can't go out like John. Long story short, man. He can't go out like John. He gotta go. He lucky he's in Atlanta. He got a chance as far as the crowd goes. It's not New York or even Jersey for that matter. But
he from New York.
He would have had a chance in New York. I think he would have had a chance in New York. Okay,
that's crazy
for the crowd. But he don't have to win on stage.
Yes, he does.
Nah,
Yes, he
because
does.
If he doesn't,
ain't gonna be watching. He got to win on camera.
He has went on stage and on camera.
Yeah, it's hard to win. It's
It's
hard
not-
to win on
yeah.
camera against Surf.
If you
Like,
don't
it's
beat
very hard
Surf
to win
on
against him.
stage, you're not beating Surf on cam.
Unless you're
Exactly.
Nitty.
Right. That's the only one. That's the only one who did it. The alien. That's the only one who did it.
And Hollow, but that's it.
He got to make it look close at least, and then when everybody watch on camera, it makes it okay. He got it like that, but you're right. He got an uphill battle. He got to talk to Surf. He got to really expose
in a lot. He got to talk to Surf in a lot.
In
a lot.
It ain't got to be lyrical or something like that. He really got to go up there and Geechee Gotti might pee him, but I don't know if Cortez the one who won't be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
He's shown he can do that a little bit in like small room battles, but a big stage,
right? Yeah.
Unless Surf go up there and choke, you know, like he go back to his old Surf, like, you know what, I ain't really got to take this battle serious. I can play around and whatnot. But even that, Cortez still got to be the one who execute it and take advantage of that. But he maybe could do that for 1 round, for 3 rounds. I don't know.
It is short prep too, because it's like they switched to this. I guess they just recently got locked in, so they get like a month prep or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's a 30-day situation.
But Cortez,
a 30-day situation. Surf got that.
Cortez should have been writing for this battle for 7 years now. He should have at least have 3 rounds.
Nah, he has. Trust me,
at least 7 rounds by now, man. And plus, they professionals, man. Short prep don't really matter to these folks, man.
Sure.
They ain't bad. It's a personal.
I mean, but
Cortez has lyrics.
Yeah, Cortez has other battles on the horizon after this battle. Like very important battles, like Snake Eyes coming up too. So like he can't for the belt. So he can't. You know what I'm saying? He got to divide his attention very carefully.
Stuff like that, man. If I get Surf, I'm canceling.
Why you laughing, Perkins? Perkins, why you laughing at me?
Important.
It's important. It's a belt on the line. It's important.
So Snake Eyes still got the belt?
Yes. We're not doing this. Yes, Snake Eyes is champ. We're not doing this. Snake Eyes is champ. We're not touching that. We're not touching that. He's champ.
No, we're not touching that.
Yeah, Snake Eyes is champ.
Do y'all know how brutal this face-off gonna be?
Oh, I'm so excited. It's gonna be great.
Bro,
it's gonna be great.
It was in his faces, and then somebody asked Surf, they was like, "So what game do you plan on bringing to the face-off?" He said, "I don't know. I've been thinking about like dominoes." He said, "You know, Corey is Hispanic, and I don't know if he plays spades or not. So I'm probably gonna bring like some dominoes, some dice, or whatever." Let the disrespect begin.
Yeah, it's gonna get. That face-off's gonna be fun. That face-off's gonna be fun. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I think I ain't gonna lie. Cortez is the victim of one of the funniest face-off moments when Red told him, "You lost to 2 niggas 4 times."
4 times.
Red's not even a face-off person. That's what made it crazy.
He's not right. Red's not good at that.
Bro,
he was good against Red. He just lost. He just got 30. But he was cool though.
Cortez can't go out 3-0, man. If it is, his career is over. He can't be calling out.
No career is ever over in battle rap.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Yeah, Adi.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, his career.
I know what your point is. He's gonna
definitely be on life alert for sure. Like he's on life alert.
He won't ever ascend to that level that he would like to get to. But you know what I'm saying? Careers don't end though. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Because there's been a couple of careers that was on life alert. Like
life alert is wild. Life alert
no, but for real though, because Surf is at the height of his like back at like being at the top. But like if you look at 2015 after the Tay-Rock battle where he was choking against Rex, when he got beat by Verb on Guerrilla Warzone, and before 2016 or and even like the Suge battle or whatever. And then he had the T-Top battle, and he still kind of stumbled in that too. So there was like, I'm telling you, every top tier person goes through this thing where like their career's on life alert. Charlie Clips, he got smoked by Nitty, and people are like, "Oh no, he needs to go back to Wild."
You know, hasn't gone through it for real.
Who hasn't gone through it?
Hitman.
Him, man.
He hasn't. It hasn't been on Life Alert, but he most definitely is getting ridiculed more than usual these days because people are just saying like he has a debatable with Cassidy. They feel like he lost to Calico, and now people are thinking that like he's about to get smoked against Geechee if they ever battle. And I'm just like, but I'm saying everybody goes through a rough patch though.
Everybody's a rough patch.
Yeah,
everybody's a rough patch for sure.
No.
No what?
Not everybody.
No what?
Who hasn't went through a rough patch?
What like top tier hasn't gone through a rough patch?
Geechee Gotti.
But it's been 4 years. He's been 4 years.
We talking about like the guys who've been here for like. I get your point. We talking about the guys who've been here for like since like since they were putting rounds separate. Yeah, since they were putting that rounds separately. Like those.
Tay-Rock went through a rough patch.
Goods hasn't.
Yeah,
that's true.
Goods. Yeah, Goods count.
He kind of did though.
What?
But it was like early. It was like early.
Nah,
on.
Brissa Hollow is in his rough patch right now. I was saying like, cause you got to think he was the man in Lions Den, right? Then he comes to URL and with him, like, so back then a one loss could be a rough patch, right? So like he was the man in Lions Den, and then he lost to Hollow pretty clearly on that Gnome stage, and like, he lost to Hollow. We're not doing that. He most definitely lost to Hollow. So we trying to say lose to Hollow? Oh, we trying to say good lose to Hollow?
Yeah, he lost to Hollow.
He was up to I don't know.
Oh my God. Here we go. Revisionist, man. I swear. He lost to Hollow. We're not doing that. If he was winning, he wouldn't have threw the bottle. That's all I gotta say. But that's another story.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hell yeah, DNA went through a rough patch. I'm a DNA fan. I can tell you his rough patch is. He's still a legend though.
Did he? Yeah.
No.
DNA went through a couple.
He went through a couple rough patches. I can name when he lost to Be Magic. He got Be Magic.
Every DNA style change. Every DNA style change comes from him going through a rough patch. People get tired of him.
Yep.
Like every one of them. He had like that. Well, he lost to Pass, Ilmac, Rock, and I feel like that was that the same year. I feel like it was the same year.
No. Tay-Rock was Summer Madness. Summer Madness, and it was 2014. It was 2014.
Okay. I remember when the Pass battle was.
Pass 20.
Pass kind of got him great. 15 maybe.
Yeah, Ilmac was 2015.
Okay. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
And then that same year, he had a debatable with Serious Jones, well, people, on a big stage.
I wouldn't say debatable.
Can I be honest? I don't think I've never watched that battle. I never watched the battle all the way through.
He wasn't It wasn't debatable. Serious won the second, but DNA got the first and third clear. But back then, if you went around, it was debatable. So
you're right.
That is a fact. What were you saying about Serious Jones? Before time,
Serious Jones need more respect. Just for his career.
I mean,
I'm not so.
I feel like he gets respect though.
He does get respect.
Yeah, he does.
It's just that he hasn't strung up prior to last year, right? Where he had Rum Nitty, Swamp, and JC. Prior to that, he wasn't stringing consecutive good performances back to back. Like he literally battled Ill Will, had a great battle with Ill Will in 2019, and then got 30 by Mike P right after that. So it's like he had to. It's a matter of consistency. Like we'll give you your just due, but it's a matter of consistency, especially in this time period now where like having a good battle once a year doesn't really hold weight to us unless it's like a daylight like performance or whatever. Then it doesn't really hold weight. Like you have to be consistent, So that's what it is.
Yeah. I don't know what more we can do for Serious Jones. Like we don't like Serious Jones wins very uneventful battles and doesn't get the slander that move gets. I feel like that's all the respect in the world.
Yep.
That's the best we can do for him.
Well, to me, then that sound like Reed Dollars then.
Nah, Reed Dollars is swinging.
Way better than Serious Jones.
Reed Dollars is hanging with like the top tiers of today. Like what?
Reed Dollars versus
Will, him versus Nitty, him versus Chess, him versus.
Right.
I mean,
so we saying Serious Jones didn't have a debatable with Nitty.
He lost. It was Judge. He lost.
Judge.
Dallas lost too. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the career path is pretty much the same. As far as battling time.
No, because Serious took a while off or whatever. And I'm saying like but I'm saying like the Reed Dollars. No, because he 2014, and then he can't. Well, okay, yeah. Early on, they both took a while up. But I'm saying like from the past 5 years, Reed Dollars has been like very, very good. If you look at their track record within like from 2016 to now, like Reed Dollars versus Chess was really good. Reed Dollars versus Ill Will was really good. Reed Dollars versus Rum Nitty was really good. Heck, Reed Dollars versus Surf was entertaining, even though I feel like Surf won clearly, but it was entertaining. And then like Sirius, there's a couple battles where I feel like he was really good. The Ill Will battle, the Rum Nitty battle. But the other battles he won, but I don't think he was like overwhelmingly good. I thought he just rapped really well enough to win. Like in my opinion, I know people that said he beat Swamp, but I had Swamp beating him. I just think I think that Sirius raps so well to the point, like him and Arsenal are like the same person to me. And when I say this, I say they rap so well to the point where you don't have to like, they like, oh, he's going in. That's because they're rapping really well. You can't name a quotable from Sirius Jones in some of these battles.
Mm-hmm. So let me just you say entertain. Let me ask y'all this: is it more important to win the battle and be entertaining, or just win the battle and not be entertaining?
Winning a battle while being unless you're in a tournament, being unentertaining does nothing for your career.
Yep.
Like legitimately. Unless you're in a tournament setting, being entertaining does not help your stock. I'm trying to think of a battle where like there was like he won, but it don't matter because like the prime example, Loaded Lux Surf, right? Loaded Lux won, but nobody cares about that. If Loaded Lux had to like smoked him and was really good, they would care about that. He actually got ridiculed for winning in that fashion. There was people that was more mad at Loaded Lux than Surf for not going 100%, and that's kind of crazy to think about. So that's a prime example of you have to be entertaining. That was a nasty watch.
And you know what I'm saying? When
except the second round for Surf. Surf's second round was light years ahead of anything Lux did.
Surf versus Lux made me understand how Warriors fans felt when they blew a 3-1 lead.
Yep.
I was like, wow, this is how it feels, huh?
Yeah.
Just watch your favorites fail you in the biggest stage. It's close to ever got the Falcons fans. So like, dang, this is how 28-3 felt. Sheesh. I hate it for y'all. I hate it.
I got a video for Surf actually coming out in a month or so. It's called Return to Form because 2011, it's been 10 years since 2011, right? 2011 was the first time that Surf battled 3 times on URL in 1 year. He battled X Factor, K Shine, and Big T, right?
Yeah.
10 years later, he battles 3 times on URL again, and he battles Twerk, John, and Calico. Notice both of those years are really good years where he doesn't choke, he doesn't stumble, and you can argue that he won all three of those battles each year. So I'm just going to do a little video about 10 years later how he's maintained a certain level, and maybe he needs to battle 3 times a year because maybe him feeling like when he battled 1 time a year, maybe he doesn't feel that much pressure, but when he has more on his plate, maybe he feels like he has to show up. So maybe that's his mantra. Right. He has to battle 3 times a year.
Hey, yo, the chat wants to know if you have photographic memory.
Not entirely, because I can't tell you every thesaurus battle in his career. I can't do that. But I mean, I just love the culture, man. There's just certain things that you have to highlight, especially with a lot of people do a lot of amazing things. We just don't give it the light of day. Like there's a lot of legends in this culture. But since we have a preference towards other battlers, we don't give them their just due. And I just want to kind of break that barrier, give everybody their just due, even if it's a battler I don't particularly care about. Right. I will never say I don't particularly care about a particular battler because it just doesn't do any justice to the work that they done. Like that's something you can keep under wraps.
That's why you about it. Never mind. Let me not reveal too much. Anyway, another battle got announced, guys.
Oh, you talking about the one that I think you're talking about?
Battle got announced, guys.
I don't know, cause
rounds with Flanny Flyer.
Y'all's favorite, the Bar God, Yiker Man. Once again taking the extra battle
Yep.
That was Pristavia.
Yeah.
Pristavia got announced.
I was telling people, like, I swear he said he only gonna battle 5 or 6 times this year. I think this be might.
He sold y'all that for 4 years.
He can't help
the
it.
The boy is an addict.
He's a liar.
I knew he couldn't help it when he had Diz and he battled Franchise a couple weeks the week before Diz.
Insanity.
Like I knew he couldn't help it since then. Like I was just like, nah, he literally cannot help it. Like
I mean, I just gotta figure out if it's 3 rounds or 1 round. That's all I need to figure out before I make a prediction. But
it's Danny, so it's probably 3 rounds.
It's probably
it's Danny.
Harden,
let's be honest.
Let's get to the. I don't know, man. He battled too much. I figured like after Tay-Rock, just chill for 2 months. Then you could just had Av. But nope. This little slap, baby, a kaboom.
That man battled Lil Slap. That man battled Lil Slap and Kaboom. That man battled Tay-Rock. Next 2 battles was Lil Slap and Kaboom.
I got worried about that Lil Slap, but I heard Lil Slap like kind of went crazy on Buddy. I heard.
I was most definitely going to ask, like, how does that weigh into Champion of the Year? Because, like, let's say, like, he has a debatable with Lil Slap a warrior though, so that should be a win, not a loss. If it's debatable.
But we on URL.
You said what?
It ain't really on URL for the panel. It don't really count because a lot of them panels.
Nah, that's a lie. That's a lie.
You talking to a panelist right here. You talking to
I disagree with that. Because Mac Myron and Mad Flex was over Lou Castro, who had a great year on URL. So I don't think that's fully true.
What you should say is don't count to the fans, because none of the fans anybody cares to be on the list.
And that's a fact. Yeah. Because I didn't see no Mad Flex. I barely saw Mac Myron. I'm like, dog, y'all are tripping.
Well, it's going to be interesting this year. Bill Collector, if he win the 100,000.
Oh, he's most definitely like him right now. Looking at it, him, Sharon, and Danny are like top 3 to me in terms of like the running, because Sharon already has T-Top, JC, and Danny already, and then Bill Collector had the hardest route to the finals so far. I mean, you can't count the Dutch battle because that happened in 2021, but dog, he had Mad Flex. And then he had Mac Myron, and now he's about to battle Pass in the finals. Like, nah.
I'm just
Pass to make your top list. Pass to make the list. Will he be at 4?
The one to me.
He probably would, just because like his battle versus City was dope, and then like Shotty P, like not to say it that way, but like I'm trying to, because like Shotty P. If I don't know, it's hard. It's very hard to gauge how like if I'm going to really put that much. I give him weight for advancing to the finals. Gives that precedence over him beating Shotty P to make it to the finals. If that makes sense.
We got a Shotty got robbed in the chat.
I don't know, man. Pass was floating in that battle. It was a good battle. It was a really good battle.
I just want to give them their attention. That's all.
Nah, but Bill Collector might be number 1 right now.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, the Mac battle was great. I mean, if not great, at least very, very good, very solid. And he's been consistent, and that's what we ask for our battle rappers, right? To be consistent.
He just doesn't need a bad battle this year. If he doesn't have a Big T battle,
if he doesn't Big T it up, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Bill Collector can't be your champion of the year because he said don't put him in the champion of the year.
We're not doing that.
He said
it. We're not doing that though. Black is not letting that. Black is not letting that rock. He's throwing.
He said he don't want to be in there, so don't put him in there.
That's what the man said.
Look, it's the fans that choose, man. The fans got to
right. That's not. Come on now.
He can be in the fan list. He won't be on. He can't be on the ballot. He don't want to be in. He won't be considered. So
he might be pissed off.
The tweet said he can get it with a diss you immediately. Diss you. Quote tweet diss you. That's all you gonna do. That's all you gotta do. It's over with.
Nah,
but back to the Danny Myers Pristavia situation. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say I compared Bill Collector, because I have a segment called "It's kind of like wrestling instead of it's kind of like basketball." So I compared Bill Collector year to like Jeff Hardy in 2008, because one stylistically, like they're literally mirror each other in terms of like the risks they take and very unorthodox, but in terms of just if you remember, like, I don't know how many wrestling fans we got in the chat. In 2008, Jeff Hardy had like 2 title matches, right? He battled Triple H. He won against Randy Orton, lost both of those. But at the very end of the year, he won in the triple threat match and became the champion or whatever. And this could be Bill Collector's equivalent of that. 2020, he made the list and was top 10. And then last year he made the list again, but this year he could actually win. So
okay,
very
I see
dope.
what you did there. I see what's going on there.
And
I see what's happening.
If he win, do we have to take another battle for the rest of the year? Or he just sit down?
Yes.
You would need one more battle. And
for the COTY list, he's not going to be on. Yes,
you should call out
still,
Surf if he win.
It's still what, April? Like, when's the finals? When's the finals?
April.
I think it's April.
Is April? Yeah, that's a lot of time for a lot of transactions to happen. So he can get pushed to the back burner, depending on how the rest of the year goes.
Yeah. Let me put it like this: Saint won the Grand Prix in 2021 and didn't even get considered for the list.
Right.
So, you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Saint and Real Deal, by the way.
Real Deal.
That was a fire battle. Real Deal did get crazy, and so did Saint. That was like one of the best Saints I've seen. I gotta say, that was one of the best Saints I've seen.
So yeah,
for sure.
I don't
get
know,
a lot of support. You get support for your Jeff Hardy comparison. Ray said Jeff Hardy in 2009 made real WWE fans happy.
Facts. And he retired after that. That's the funny thing. He retired right after he won the championship in 2009.
Yeah. Saint and Saint Real Deal was a fire battle, man. Salute to that for sure.
KOT need to throw more events.
I think they're trying to, but like they want to get back to Canada, but they just couldn't get back to Canada for forever, bro. Because
the next blackout is gonna be crazy. I'm already knowing. Yeah. Like the next blackout is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, they can go crazy. They went crazy. It's hard for KOTD, man, because their league is based in Canada, and then getting to and from Canada, like in terms of travel, was very restrictive.
I mean, I like the Vegas look. The Vegas look was good.
I thought that was dope. I thought the Vegas look was dope.
Vegas was dope.
They're in a weird position. They're in a weird spot with how they can throw their battles and everything. But I think they're going back on track this year, I hope. Danny Pristavia, who y'all got?
Pristavia 2-1.
I don't talk to me. I mean, Danny do the females dirty, man. So let me get Danny.
See, but here's my thing with that for us. He battles. He takes the bitter baby mother angle against females. They don't work with Pristavia because she's married to the father of her child. And so that whole approach is dead. She stabbed the dude. Like, that whole approach that whole you baby mamas. It don't work with somebody happily married. Right. That's right. She stabbed a nigga. That's right.
I mean, Ace Pristavia do it, man. She probably WOTY right now, and it's hers to lose. You know, I don't see nobody else unless Jazz battle one more time. It's going to be
40.
Well, I'm about to say 40 is
40's pissed off now. So I think Coffee winning. I think Coffee winning. WOTY pissed 40 off a little more. So I think 40 might get crazy on her, and she'll be.
Yeah, but 40. All 40 big battles are in the past though. Ain't many big battles left.
But I'm saying, there kind of is though. She could battle Coffee. She could battle Vixen.
Yoshi.
Like, that's 2 big battles. Yoshi, like that's 3 right
Yoshi
there.
I don't consider Yoshi a big battle, but
no, it's a big battle because of the grudge. Come on now, any grudge match with the ladies is a big battle.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. I mean, competition, man. That's all we ask for the females, man. If she mad, let her be active. You know, that's what I say.
That's a fact. I'm with it.
Gotta be active. But give me Danny either 1-0 or 2-1, depending on if it's a 1 round or 3-0 or 3 rounder.
I feel like it's a 1 round battle for some reason, but
I know Pristavia does have a 3 round on the gates. With her and Cross was a 3 rounder.
Yeah,
and it's Danny. He'll battle me for 3 rounds by sliding the bread.
He battled Dre Dennis for 3 rounds too. So I mean,
see what I'm saying? Yeah.
He battled Seth.
I got Danny 2-1. I feel like I forget who made this critique. I want to say it was probably LTBR critique, but they were talking about how Pristavia starts off so hot, her seconds never really like it doesn't. She doesn't plateau. It doesn't right uphill. Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't. It's not like it starts off hot and then she plateaus. It's like she starts off hot and then it drops and then she tries to pick back up again. And I feel like Danny is the type to like carry that momentum or to a round and round basis. So I'll have Danny 2-1. I'll have Danny 2-1 with Pristavia probably.
She just started her career. It's kind of hard to critique her. So I guess it.
But the critique is necessary though. If we don't critique her now, we're gonna critique her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she'll get there with the wrong top tier and get smoked.
We was critiquing Chess when he was like 16.
That's a fact though. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact though. Like
you have to learn from it.
Yeah, but I'm saying if people aren't critiquing her now, when are we gonna critique her? You know what I'm saying? We gotta go up there and watch her get smoked and then start critiquing her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's better to do it now so she can know to work on it as opposed to just be like, oh yeah, she's a hot young prospect. Like, no, this is what you need to fix now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to fix this now. You know what I'm saying?
We was critiquing Chess versus Tay-Rock, and he was 18 years old, like 19 years old.
No, we was critiquing him when he was in the BET tournament.
That's the point. Like he was 15 years old and we was critiquing Chess.
The time is now, bro. The time is now and I think her issue comes from doing so many one rounders last year.
Right.
That's why like her first round against Yoshi was so cold and has all her best stuff in it. Her second round was a complete drop off. Her third was just good enough to get by.
So how y'all call the C3 battle? Have y'all seen
it was a weird battle.
Yeah,
because they both kind of choked.
Mm-hmm.
They both had some stumbling moments. I'm not mad if you say C3 one. I'm not mad if you say Pristavia one, but they weren't. Neither one of them were bad in that battle. I will say that. I don't think it wasn't a great battle. I wish what Pristavia shouldn't have done it a week after doing the Yoshi battle, or however long it was after the Yoshi battle, because she was clearly fatigued. She clearly looked fatigued in that battle.
Yeah.
Off of first watch, I think I edged C3, but. It's one of those battles where like I'm not gonna put it on the Tay-Rock and Nitty spectrum, but I will say that like it's one of those. I'm not gonna put it on that I wouldn't put it on that spectrum, but I will say it to that sentiment. It's like they both didn't do enough to clearly win,
right?
And we wanted more from both of them in certain aspects. You know,
that's a fact. And I'm impressed. I was happy to see Pristavia not get smoked, even though I don't think it was the best C3. I was happy to see her not get smoked because I said it on the show last week. I didn't think she was going to win that battle because I just don't. I think that highly of C3. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I do think she has some material that was very potent, but like overall, the overall package of that battle is not great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but go ahead. Talk to me.
I didn't watch it. So would you compare it to like B.I and Charlie Clips?
No.
Nah,
Nitty maybe was more
The Rock. Yeah, if I would compare it to a B-Dot battle that felt like didn't do what it should have done, it'd be like B-Dot Averb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't let that rock.
I was underwhelmed by that battle.
I cannot let that rock. I cannot let that rock.
That was bro.
It was bad because of the time limits, not because of B-Dot to do what he was supposed to do. I can't let that rock. I feel
like neither of them did great. To me, that battle was always like, nah.
It was a weird time period for KOTD too. So like 2017 was a weird time. So
B-Dot trying to preach in front of a bunch of Russians was wild.
That was crazy.
We had a real black battle in front of some Russians. That was crazy, yo. That was a real crazy moment in the culture. Speaking of retribution this weekend, I think my verse did a thing Saturday night, I must say, in the one rounder.
I ain't see it. I'll see it.
She did a thing. My verse did a thing, man. She was solid.
She was solid.
I want to admit to that.
I ain't gonna lie. If she did it, bro, look, Cheddar couldn't even get the hometown gas to get a clear dub, bro. I'm sorry.
My verse.
If Fonz would have been in that room, he would have been in the heavens.
Yeah, every letter.
If my verse ever does like Queen of the Ring / You Are Relevant again, she most definitely have to revamp her style. And I'm not saying with all due respect to my verse. I love my verse, but her style. So I know a lot of people have like this critique of like, why would you say like this battle has this league style and not this league style? Because it makes sense. Because like in KOTD, they respect people that can rap. Like you don't have to be punch heavy to excel well in KOTD. Look at Paz. Paz is not always the most punch heavy person, but he raps really well. So they respect that. But when my verse does like a Queen of the Ring / URL type battle, she's gonna have to punch a little bit more. Like she's gonna have to be a little bit more. Yeah, she's gonna have to be a little bit more explosive. Like
she showed that she wasn't. What she wasn't was she wasn't like the corny thing like what she had. She didn't have like corny moments in this battle. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have the da 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 da. She didn't have that happen. You know, like the RX battle. which was good. Which was good, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very, she's gonna have to be a lot more, but I did like what I saw for her for that being off so long. I thought she
for sure.
Yeah.
There's a way to infuse like the stuff like that.
Right, for sure. And when you rap that well, when you rap as well as she does, like it doesn't take a lot to tweak your style. Not too much you gotta do. Right, like Britt said, she needs to get more active. She gotta get more active. That's it.
You gonna touch a KO Queen of the Ring or URL stage is the question.
Depends on it's about ownership. It's about ownership.
Never.
Yeah, ownership.
It's about ownership. But I do think the fact she took this battle is a good sign to her realizing that sometimes you got to put in a little more work for you can do what she wants to do. Because her message to me isn't poor. I don't dislike her message. Like her message into me, I respect the whole entrepreneurship. It's just the fact that you're not in a position to do it right now, the way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? She's not there yet. So her coming outside, recognizing that, and then maybe trying it next year, I think that's her best bet. But nah, yeah.
For Queen of the Ring, man, she got a chance, but or any female card for that matter, just if she be active.
Yeah, she got to do some more work in for sure. Yeah, she got more battles than I think she figured it out.
What's a good matchup for?
I ain't gonna lie. I would want to see her versus. I would want to see her versus Real Sick on the Kings versus Queen. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wanted that.
I was about to say.
I honestly don't hate that. What are you about to say?
I was about to say, because I want to see her go against a guy that raps really well too. So Real Sick, and I also said I wanted to see Gaddis versus Real Sick because I feel like that would be a dope battle because of like how they both rap or whatever, or Gaddis versus Kid Chaos or something like that. Like that would be a dope battle just because of how they rap.
I like Gaddis Kid Chaos as a battle. Yeah, Yoshi said she liked the battle. My verse. I don't hate that battle.
Yeah, that won't be bad. I would have said my
bad battle.
Nothing like that.
My verse in Pristavia would be cool.
Nah,
I knew you. I figured you were gonna say that, so I didn't want to say it. I wanted to let you have your moment.
If they ever do like a heir to the throne, watch the throne again.
Yeah,
official versus Pristavia has to happen. Like that has to be like the.
I was with it. I was with the battle. So let's set it up.
That has to happen. Like I was looking at Chrome 23 and I'm like, dog, if like I know like they're different properties, but like I'm looking at Pristavia's rounds and I'm looking at officials rounds. I'm like, dog, if they ever get in the ring and they're both this explosive, like that's gonna be a punch fest.
I think I feel like, am I tripping or was official low key like the best battler at Chrome 23? Lowest of keys?
No, because a lot of people feel like Casey got a
she went kind of crazy.
A lot of people feel like that battle's debatable, so I don't know.
Yeah,
because performance of the night.
Went kind of, yeah. Went kind of crazy to me. Like I was listening, I'm like, was spazzing. Like was really spazzing to me. You know what I'm saying? Casey had the one leg. She was doing her thing.
But it's been a while since been on a big stage, so we'll see.
It has been.
Maybe
a lot of people been on a big stage.
Maybe official does better on big stages because I'm looking like
official's a big stage rapper. Official's been
I'm about to say because like I've been looking.
I've
been looking back at like her caffeine showings. I remember she got handled by Arsenal. I remember she beat 40 but like that battle was kind of underwhelming. And then she beat Tay Rock or whatever. I'll be looking at these caffeine like performance and I'm like, what's missing? And then I see her go against Misfit on a really sizable stage. I'm like, oh, she needs a platform. She needs a stage.
When her and Jazz got set up, I mean, there's no like real way to receipts to find on this because it was so long ago. But when they put that on Gnome, I'm like, she might. I don't think Jazz should battle her on Gnome. That's a lot of people. I think you can smoke her on that. So when that happened, I was not very surprised by that. I was like, oh yeah, sounds about right. I feel like I want to see her on this big stage, but I think she has another big battle coming up soon on Kings vs Queens from reading the tea leaves because secrets don't be secrets in battle rap. You just got to read the tea leaves in spaces and you'll know what's going on.
When's this
facts? Quick. You said what?
I said, you sure that's gonna happen that quick?
What's it go down?
I don't know. Well, Queens vs Queens don't have a date.
Mm-hmm.
They announced Gotti and Jazz and said this spring like a damn movie trailer for a year ahead. With no date. That's what they did. Right. Like
it's like Top Gun Maverick. It's like it's coming.
Yeah, coming soon.
I got a question. Do y'all think the ladies will? This sounds so bad, but we're a day removed from like a ladies appreciation. But do you think the ladies will ever win a Kings versus Queens card? Like, You think they'll ever win?
It depends on the matchup.
The right people.
It depends on how many battles they put, how many times they put Verb on there.
Yeah. Oh, that was harsh.
It depends on the matchups, man. Because
They won last year. They won last year.
They almost.
I think it was 4-3.
Because you got to think they win by official votes, and that's what I'm saying. It's one thing to win on camera, but like it's the choices by the official votes on caffeine. So that's why I'm asking.
Right. You mean the caffeine on the caffeine votes?
Because that's how they judge it.
Fight.
I'm about to say that's how they judge it. So it's like it's very hard to say because like I said, it's a male dominant sport. So when a woman beats a man, it's like it holds a lot of weight. Like when Vixen beat DNA, even though I feel like the battle's debatable, but when Vixen beat DNA, like that was huge. That propelled her. Like you know what I'm saying? Like so.
Yeah.
My thing is
same with Coffee. Coffee beat T-Top. That on the app. So that kind of carried her this year.
Yeah, but because if you do app votes, technically the women beat the men last year on app votes. But if you live votes, then it's different because they said.
You're saying in 2021?
Yeah, in 2021. Like
yeah. What happened?
What happened? I don't vote on neither, so it ain't. I judge with my eyes and I pick who wins. I don't really do the voting. Man.
I vote on the app for sure. I vote on every battle, but I didn't vote on the app for certain battles.
I only vote when I feel like it's close. Like right. So on caffeine. On caffeine, I can tell you that because this only been a few times I actually voted. So like I voted for K-Shine and Lou Castro versus Fonz and Av because I felt like I had to. I feel like I had to vote. I feel like I had to vote because I'm like, dog, this battle close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's certain battles where it's close and I'll vote on caffeine. You know what I'm saying? But like I really
right.
I really lost caffeine once they picked Swamp over T-Top and he choked multiple rounds.
That told me more. See, let me tell you a thing about that though. That said more about how poor T-Top's performance was than it did about Swamp.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because it matters. I'm saying why it matters because people hated your round so much they voted for the dude that choked multiple rounds. That meant something. That meant something.
Show that we're in a different generation.
I voted for Swamp.
Right.
I voted for Swamp.
Or even voting for Twerk when against Brandon. It should have been 100%. No.
Bro, nothing's ever 100% battle. Right?
You
can't get mad at that. There's always trolls and everything. There's trolls and everything.
And we're in a different generation.
I have a question.
First off, because your brightness up, because I don't like you being in the shadows saying I got a question. I feel like
I don't know how to turn my brightness up, brother.
Hardcore flavor. What up?
Hi.
What's up, Hardcore? What's going on?
Hi.
What's up, bro?
I don't know how to turn my brightness up, but I got a question.
It's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's about the Cortez versus Surf battle.
Here we go.
What if Cortez brings out math? Ooh.
See, this one not
gonna get body worse. Cortez gonna get body worse if that happens.
This battle needs.
I ain't gonna lie.
I know. This nigga just come in on the Peloton.
Yeah, bro. I told you at the gym, dog.
I didn't see you said that.
I said, fuck it.
Nah, this nigga trying to embarrass all of us at the gym.
Yeah, bro. Got to make sure I get it in. I be listening to the shit when I'm at the gym. I be killing me.
I respect it. I appreciate it.
I ain't gonna front. I feel like a successful tag in hasn't worked since like 2018. And that's me being generous. Like,
and that was who?
Hitman.
No, that was 2017.
I feel like Clips with Farrah.
Oh, you know what?
You know what? That's the last one.
That's the last one. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That was
absolutely right. Because you can't top that. No pun intended. You can't top that.
Crazy, yo.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, Anderson Burris. I'm sorry. Yeah. One Anderson Burris. Anderson Burris.
Oh yeah,
T-Top.
That is the last one.
But that was a cheat. That was they was cheating. It was in North Carolina.
It was a cheat code, but it worked.
No, but Math will finally get the rhyme to Surf. That's why I was saying like.
And I'm gonna leave.
The only time he does.
Like respectfully, I don't mean that disrespectfully. Like I'm not here to watch Math and Surf. When Math and Surf battle, that's when I care about them rapping each other. Till then, I don't care.
So you was watching. So you was enjoyed by Miss Pac jumping in on Miss Hustle battle versus Couture. You was happy with that?
Didn't I just say I left? I would leave if Math showed up. Did I say that? What are you trying to grill me on right now?
So nobody else
Nobody else had a
The
verb in
headphones,
top
the
10
big
of
headphones
WOTY.
not working.
What you said, bro?
We need to stop
Hey,
the
yo, no, we're not doing
disrespect.
this. No,
We're not
don't do
doing
this.
Okay.
Don't do this. Please don't
I
do
got
this.
so I
Don't
got
say it
no.
again.
Now I got a
Don't say it
question. I got a
again.
question. I got a question. I got a question. I got a question.
Okay. Thank you.
Where so
I ain't trying
seems
to be in a church of verb space for 5 hours.
right?
Yeah,
it
about something that
seems
he said.
it seems to me that we go through cycles where the culture loves verb and the culture hates verb.
Right now, they love them. The culture.
It's the same way.
I don't think
They
so.
hate Rex and love.
No,
love
coach don't love verb. Coach don't love verb.
I'm about to
Right
say
now
they
they
do
do.
not love verb. Because
No,
I'm
the love
telling
is
you,
back. The
dog,
love is
like
back after the
20,
easy battle.
like 2014 when Verb battled Goods, battled John, he was like they was on the Verb train. Then 2015 when he got smoked by K Shine, they was hating him again.
Yeah.
And then the hate kind of like expanded from 2015 to 2018. And then like when he battled Mook and battled Lux, they're like, okay, we love him again. He's the island god or whatever. And then he was having like debatables with like Geechee and Calico. And then when he like lost to
Debatable with Calico?
I thought it was debatable. Calico
Debatable,
won, but
like,
I thought it was
debatable
close
2-1
battle.
or debatable 3-0.
Debatable 2-1. I'm not doing that. Verb got the third in my opinion. Cal's third was, he sacrificed his third.
I can't speak for everybody, right? I can't speak for everybody. But I know personally, like some people don't hate Verb, but they like the jokes. You know what I mean? I'm one of them people. I think Verb correct. But
I don't like
the jokes itself. I
don't like how much your breath together while you at the gym and talking to me. I feel like you telling me I don't do enough. I feel like you telling me I don't do enough. That's why I feel
Verb is back.
You think you're a better man than me?
You think you're a better man than me? You trying to say you're a better man than me?
I think Verb is back on the people's
better.
good side.
I work out better. My pre-workout.
I don't know. To that point, I don't know if Verb is back. I feel like Verb still like he got respect, but like he's never in a good grace. Like it's a difference. Like when he went against Goods, he got respect. He didn't really get love until like he went against Goods and John on back-to-back URL cards.
But I feel like he got respect against Easy too.
He got
for the battle,
but
for the battle, not as a battler though, because people still think people still think he's not like that great or whatever.
Because Verb is battle rap's bad guy. He's battle rap's bad guy. That's why.
No, for sure, but like I feel like
he wasn't that great against Easy. If we're being honest,
wasn't that bad against Easy.
He did better. He did better in his.
I didn't say he was bad. I said he wasn't great. I'm
gonna keep it real.
It was better. He was better in past performances, but he still lost clearly.
I thought he was better against Geechee than he was against Easy.
You guys bet against what?
I said I thought he was better against Geechee than he was against Easy. I feel like Easy. I feel like his first versus Easy was better than both of the combined rounds of those two battles. Mm-hmm. But holistically, I feel like he was better in the Geechee battle than the Easy battle, but I still feel like he was good in the Easy battle. But I don't think, but comparatively speaking, it wasn't that he wasn't good. It was just Easy. I'm giving more credit to Easy than saying that Verb wasn't good, if that makes sense.
You know that
because Easy second and third was amazing.
You know that Verb and Geechee battle got like swept under the rug. Like nobody really.
Unfortunately,
that battle.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's battle rap. Man, a lot of stuff. Too many battles, man. A lot of stuff. That whole card felt weird though.
Nobody sweeps the Verb versus Miss Hustle battle under the rug.
That had an actual crowd. They have that weird feeling. That entire Noam had a weird feeling besides Daylight.
I feel like when it comes to Verb, it's just a good amount of stuff can sweep under the rug, and he's a villain.
See, I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
A little bit though, a tad bit though. Because you want me to elaborate? I can't elaborate. I you know what I'm saying? Like,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So, because like people like here's the thing, and I know it's conditional, right, in context and yada yada yada. But people nowadays are saying like if Verb and Surf ever battle, Verb is gonna get smoked. Not remembering that Verb already smoked Surf 7 years ago.
I don't know about that smoke.
I think we remember it, but the thing is, you know what happened.
That league
you know what happened,
count.
though.
I know what happened, but I'm saying like we like
it's not an excuse to me, but it shouldn't be. Well, it shouldn't be an excuse. But there's a distinct difference between Surf on URL and him out of the platform.
Absolutely.
I don't think the loss will be discounted, but I do think, yeah.
Say it again, Titus.
And then I just feel like Verb out of like you can say that like he out of all the top tiers, he's most definitely had the the worst losses out of all the top tiers. But he's also battled the most out of all the top tiers as well too.
Verb be outside.
Yeah.
Verb be outside.
Yeah, he be outside.
Verb has been on every platform. Like he's battled.
Right.
Like he's like, come on, dog. Like he battled. Like if you can go to KOTD, he's battling the Ilmax, the Passes, the Saurus, the Caustics. Like he's Diz. Like he's battling everybody.
He lost all those except Diz. That's crazy.
That's why I say he's not disrespected. I think Verb is well respected. He's just battle rap bad guy. Even in WWE, you need somebody to hate. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying like
you need that Randy
hate them, but hating them and calling them trash is different though. Like people are like saying like he hasn't done anything though. Like, and that's what I disagree
with. Those are the weirdos in battle rap though.
I think it's a difference though. I feel like Verb gets his respect, but the problem is Verb's last year or so has been very inconsistent. Even at his peaks, like Verb's career is up and down, bro. Like Verb has never won a judge battle.
Absolutely.
So is Charlie Clips.
He lost a judge. Charlie Clips ain't lose judge battle to Gems, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm saying just like his career up and down. Like,
but Clips' peak was just different.
See, but the difference
but even with his ups and downs,
no matter what battle it is, Clips is always going to be entertaining. So
unless it's totally that's another story.
For a little bit. Yeah. Our Av.
Right. But the thing about Verb is like it may be up and down, but even with like the up and downs, he still has some amazing feats as a battler, bro. Like you can't name that many people that beat Lux, Mook, Ars. Like
he did not beat Mook. Watch it.
He did beat Mook.
Who didn't beat Mook?
He definitely beat Mook.
Verb.
He definitely beat Mook.
Mill's still rapping his third. I don't know. Mook's still going.
That's why.
Hey yo, if y'all watch some Mook's performance with the volume down, it's like he doing a robot in that battle.
And the Verb battle was
30 and everybody.
And the Verb and Lux battle is debatable.
It is debatable. It's most definitely debatable.
Verb and Lux is debatable. Verb and Lux is debatable.
And it actually ages a lot better now. Because I feel like if that battle was in a volume, dog, we would appreciate it a lot more. But you got to think that battle came right after Geechee and Surf. That's a whole nother battle stylistically. So it's gonna look, So it's gonna look a certain way because we were just watching Geechee and Surf before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Personally, I feel like I wish their approaches were better in that battle. Like they just went in there to like rap words together instead of like having like be like a real grudge match where we got something to say to each other. You know what I'm saying? Which took away from the Verb and Lux battle for me. Because like it was times they attacked each other directly, but a lot of it was just Blake Griffin over Cage Pigeons. And
if you're gonna say that, you better say his good lines too. That's what I be talking about. Let's say his good lines too.
Say the pop.
No, the diss still was fire. This still was fire, but like
this still was fire.
Verb's second round was crazy.
That diss still shit was crazy fire.
Both the second rounds were very good.
That maze bar, crazy.
There ain't no way out.
The maze bar. Yeah.
Didn't Easy say something about that diss still bar?
Like this.
Yeah, Easy flipped it.
Easy shit was fire too.
Yeah,
but we can't sleep on Verb's career, man. Like Verb is definitely
Verb has one of the best careers of all time.
He does.
Even with the losses.
He does.
There's people
I think a lot of things with Verb is kind of self-inflicted because you can tell there are times where he was just out there. Like he had the pay Verb era was a real thing.
Yeah, it was.
Would you say Verb and Math have about the same equal career?
Hell no! What? Don't do that. No, not to say it like that. I'm sorry. Respect the Math. I hopped out of my body just did. Respect the Math, but hell no. I'm sorry. Math's career was very top heavy. He still has spurts where he's done amazing things. Like his battle versus Ill Will was dope. His battle versus Chilla Jones in 2014 was dope. But you see the difference though. Like there's spurts. Like you have to do years in between. Whereas Verb is going to give you something every like 1 to 2 years where you could be like, and okay.
Math has never had a good Summer Madness.
So when he battled Hollow, that was what? That wasn't Summer Madness?
That was RBE.
That was RBE.
RBE, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
If you're talking resume,
30 of them, by the way.
Really compare. We're speaking resume. I think you can only compare Verb's resume to Tay-Rock and Clips. That's really it. Like all of their resumes are
Clips, and I think Geechee. I think Geechee's gonna be coming up there.
Geechee,
Geechee.
Already, Titus?
Huh?
You can do that already.
Battled Luck, yeah,
bro. He's battled.
Geechee battled Rock, Surf, and Arts in the same year. Like, come on, like that's that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you want to know who got a sneaky resume? Chilla Jones.
Yeah, bro. Don't get me started about
You
Chilla
know
Jones,
why?
dog.
Because Chilla was over there the champion at KOTD for a while too. That's why.
Yes, bro. What he like? Don't get me
I
started
don't like this
Chilla
nigga
Jones.
sitting in the dark, bro. He reminds me of the Simpsons meme, just sitting in the dark talking.
I'm in the dark. It's fine.
Chilla Jones
That's
battled Arse. Chilla Jones battled Arse on his own league and beat him. He battled Charlie Clips twice. He battled Twerk, Nitty, Geechee within a 5 month span, 6 months.
He beat John. He arguably beat
John on his league. Battled Ilmac. Battled Diz. Battled Conceited. Nobody talks about that. Battled
Conceited. Y'all don't want to talk about that battle.
Even though Conceited predicted 75% of his bars, but that don't matter. He still won. He still won. It don't matter. He still won. It don't matter.
Hey, Twerk predict everybody bars and still lose.
Exactly.
Hey, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No
I didn't say
look.
I didn't say choke. I said he predicts the bar and still lose.
And loses the battle.
He can predict everyone's bars except for his own.
You know what?
Crazy.
I'm not
crazy. What a haymaker. What a haymaker.
Respectfully. I say respectfully after. It's okay.
Titus got haymaker of the year.
He battled, and that's the thing though. Like you can and then that's the thing. That's why I say I really try to highlight what everybody does, because if you're just looking at like somebody's status and popularity, you would think that like somebody would be a lot higher than what they are. Chilla Jones is not the most popular battler in the world, even with him being champion of the year. But if you look at his catalog holistically, he has one of the best catalogs out of any battler you can name on multiple platforms.
Wouldn't Serious Jones have
That's a fact, though.
Serious,
That's a fact, though.
resume too?
Embodied.
You said what?
Silent Killer.
Chilla's cool, man. We don't have anybody have no problem with Chilla.
I'm not saying it's a problem, but I'm saying like his
status.
status. I'm saying like the status of like who he is as a battler.
Solidified. It ain't nothing wrong.
Solidified is what though?
That's what I'm saying. It's different. Like you could be like for instance, this is what I said about Paz. Paz is a solidified legend, but he's not on the same plateau. I said Paz is the equivalent of Ricky Steamboat in terms of him being a legend, but when you put him against like the Hulk Hogan's, the Ultimate Warriors and stuff like that, he don't get the same respect. And that's what I'm saying. Like we should revere some of these people on the same level because they've done the same amount of work and sometimes have the same amount of accolades as well. But since the popularity doesn't always align to like some of these battlers, we don't highlight the great things that they do in certain points of time because we focus on.
I don't know, maybe because I watch too much battle rap, but I highlight Chilla does good.
We're a niche community, like us right here are a niche community,
right?
The wrestling comparison, I'll compare Paz to is more the Big Show, right?
You said what?
If I had to put a comparison to Paz for wrestling wise, it would be the Big Show. You've been around for a minute. You're a legend, but nobody pays attention to what you do in your career. But we still give you that respect when you touch the stage, even if you're not there for long.
Wouldn't that be more like Serious Jones?
No, Serious Jones.
The reason why I said Paz was Ricky Steamboat is because Ricky Steamboat literally left, or not left, but Ricky Steamboat was active for a certain amount of time, and even 15 years into his career, he can still put up a great match against like a Chris Jericho. Ricky Steamboat's been around since the 80s and had a great match with Chris Jericho in 2009. Paz has been around. Paz has been around since for 15 years, since 2006, and now he's in the finals against Bill Collector. I don't know another better comparison than that.
You do the same thing.
How many battles has Paz won on URL?
Big Show's not on the high level though.
How many battles has Paz won on URL?
You said what?
How many battles has Paz won on URL?
What does that mean though?
No, it's just a question. It's just a question.
He beat Don. He definitely beat Don.
Who?
He lost to Don. I'm gonna keep it on.
He lost
to Don. He lost to
Don. Just beat A-Word 2-1, but y'all see it coming.
The battle ain't come out.
Yeah, I'm
waiting. You'll see it. Trust me. You'll see it.
No, I say that to say Paz doesn't translate well on URL stage. That's why I asked.
So let me ask y'all this. Hey, we battle rappers. Do we really care what stage it matters on, or we just?
Yeah, it do.
I don't think so.
It matters
because of the style that you bring.
It matters in certain conversations.
Right.
I don't care personally. It's the material you bring.
Yes,
right.
There you go.
Right.
It's a matter
of
if
you consistently bring it. Battlers be playing themselves, bro. They be playing themselves. Ain't no way I'm a battler and I'm gonna say my stuff only matters on this platform. Right. I'm not doing that. Because why would I pay you to go anywhere else?
Right.
Why don't I even trust you on your own league?
Right.
If you want to bring your aim into a series to this league, they be playing themselves. They be playing themselves, bro.
It depends.
And then it be dudes, that don't be nowhere. Be like, yeah, I better where it matter at. Do you matter where it matters at?
Big to the garden. Shout out Drake Dennis.
No, he just got it. He just got it glue easy.
It depends on. It depends on how successful you are. If you're a person like Hitman, you can say whatever you want to. But if you're a person like,
and Hitman is going to be Hitman everywhere he goes.
Yeah, if
he's not going to downplay himself. He's not going to downplay himself. That's why he's so valuable.
If you're a person like Newborn, you can't say that.
Oh, look, by the way, because I came in late, I wasn't here for the WOTY conversation, but I definitely had C3 winning, but I had Shuni top 5.
Wait. You had C3 winning the Women of the Year? You had C3 winning Women of the Year?
Yeah. I'm counting one rounders, though. I know they said one rounder don't count. I think Shuni was fire. Shuni had great material.
Yeah, but Impact got to count. Man.
Does anybody have the
schedule?
Does anybody have the top 10 list?
I know the top 10 list. Hold on.
I missed WOTY completely, so I just learned last night when I got to work.
It was Lady Caution at 10. 9 was okay. All right.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember.
So I want you to have to go up. Yeah.
Was Gaddis
Lady Caution
right there?
Yeah, Lady Caution, Gaddis.
What? Stop right there. Wait. Stop.
Do you want a list or not, bro? Can I get a list or not? What do you want?
Okay, get a list, and then I'll get back to you. Go for it.
Thank you. Caution, Lady Caution, Gaddis, Chrissy, Pristavia, Lady Flames.
Chrissy got kicked off the list.
She did?
Yeah, she got kicked off the list.
Who was replacing her? Someone sent me bad information.
I heard Chrissy was up there.
No, she got kicked off the list.
I didn't watch it. I just heard. I'm just going by like.
Had the glasses up.
She wasn't on the 10.
Honestly, I would definitely take off Caution.
Pristavia was 7. Pristavia was 7. So it was. Let me see. Y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
So it was Lady
Chrissy
Caution,
would be 8 though.
Gaddis.
Yeah.
It was Lady Caution, Gaddis, Shuni, Pristavia, First Lady Flames, 40, Casey, C3, Vixen, and then Coffee. And then the major things that was very controversial was
hold on.
Pristavia should have been higher. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Somebody saying what? Y'all confused me. One person said Chrissy didn't get kicked off. Shuni did. Someone else said Caution got kicked off. No, Caution made the list.
Okay,
made the list. I know Caution made the list.
Okay.
I know one of them got kicked.
Yeah, it wasn't Caution though. I'm fair. Yeah,
all I'm saying is I think Shuni should be higher than Chrissy and Caution. And then to me, it gets debatable with Gaddis, even though Gaddis lost to Jazz.
Shuni was higher than Caution.
Shuni's not on the list.
What do you remember from Shuni's year, Lion Legacy? What do you
Shuni had a great look, bro. You know it's gonna be hard to think. I'm trying to work out, think, and eat water and shit.
I'm sorry. So for me, I thought Shuni had a cool year. I don't know if it was enough for her to be top 5 because when you look comparatively, it's like, can I put over First Lady Flames? No. Can I put over 40? No. Can I put over KCJ, even though KCJ got bodied a few times? I can't.
I'm not putting her over those ladies, but she's
why is Gaddis on the list?
Caution. She's definitely on the list. Yamaguchi.
What do you mean why is Gaddis on the list?
Why is
Gaddis had a fire year? Hold on. She only lost once.
No. Gaddis did not have a fire year.
Gaddis had 2 battles. One was a 1 round.
No, she had 3.
She had 3 battles.
Yeah.
Official. Okay, the official battle.
And RX.
But she had 4 battles?
Yeah. She beat RX.
So she had 4 battles.
RX. She had Caution, RX. Yeah, official lost
Jazz. Okay.
Yeah.
Caution wasn't this year though.
Huh? Caution wasn't 2021?
I thought Caution at top of the year.
Caution was 2021.
Yeah, that's what I thought, like in January. March.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Oh
no, it was 2020. Okay, it said it was 2020. It said it was 2020.
Oh, okay. So she had 3.
But she had 3. Okay, she had RX official and Jazz.
Official Jazz.
And I'm not gonna
2 wins and 1 loss.
I ain't gonna lie to you. She only had 4 good rounds the whole year. 3 good rounds.
But if we're doing that,
it's official.
If we're doing that,
I mean, else like that who you going to replace it with? Just for
buy Caution. Caution could get off that list. Caution does not need to be on that list.
It's a rare thing last year. So.
Can y'all tell me a battle right now? I can go watch the Caution that she won.
That she won.
None.
A lot of the battles were either close or she lost. So
she got in there because of the grind, bro. She had a lot of 1 rounders.
Yeah,
I think she got
that's what I'm
got in there
saying.
because of her grind. So that's like a pity party. Like, oh,
you said
Shuni was winning.
What was her good wins to you?
Caution had Miss Miami last year as well.
Beat Yamaguchi. Did she battle Caution last year?
Who?
Yeah, but at least she battled Shuni.
Shuni? All right.
Shuni and Caution?
Shuni did
Nah,
not
that
battle.
didn't go down. That didn't go down. That didn't go down. I'm trying to think of her schedule. I know.
And then my question is, it's like you said, I don't have a problem with like maybe you can argue her being higher, but like my question is, you said top 5, and I'm looking at the top 5, and I don't see where she could fit in. Like,
Yeah, no. Once you guys
it.
throw out names like Flames and shit, I forget all about Flames too. And Flames one of my favorite ones.
Can't forget about Flames.
When you throw out Flames, KCJ, yeah, Shuni definitely wasn't over them. So I have Shuni top 10. You right?
Yeah, I can't shout out to Shuni, but I mean, heck, this year she could be top 3 because she won, you know what I'm saying, the title. She's starting off the year pretty good. And I know she felt away for not being higher, but it's just like, again, when you look at the battle is focused on a number and not who they're being paired up against. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different type of thing. You say she's 8 or 7, that sounds crazy. But then when you look at who's above her, it's like, oh, that doesn't sound too crazy because these other people have done a lot more things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for sure. I know Shuni was more than like better than Caution, Yamaguchi, and then with me, Gaddis is debatable because Gaddis only really had one loss. Her loss is bad. Don't get me wrong; it's definitely bad.
Yeah, I don't have no issue with the winners. I don't have no issue with the winners. I always say be more active. That's what I.
My
say.
thing is, well, I mean, it's kind of hard to say that for the ladies in general.
I'm okay with Coffee winning.
That.
It's just the fact I think Shuni should have been top 10. I'm okay with Coffee winning, but I think Shuni should have been top 10.
I feel that. I'm trusting the panel. Yeah, I'm trusting most of the panel because I know they followed it a lot closer and studied it a lot closer than I did this year. So yeah. I'm trusting with a lot. And like I said, it's hard. Like I said earlier, bro. I think it's hard to evaluate to do a WOTY because of the fact that one, they didn't have as many opportunities to battle, and two, no one really made their stamp on this year.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? No one.
I think the stamp that was made was Pristavia. Yeah.
I got a question though.
No. I mean, no. She did not make a stamp on the year.
It was just not.
You're right. I don't think she made a stamp, but I think she was in the women conversation. She's a rookie of the year for the women's
definitely.
Rookie of the year for sure.
Yeah, she's rookie of the year for the women's conversation.
That's it though. That's her ceiling. That was her ceiling.
That's it.
Yeah. There's no other stamp. Yeah, in terms of contender, like no more contender. No.
She was the only female last year that didn't lose.
C3 didn't lose last year.
A strength of schedule means
schedule means something.
That's what I'm saying. I look at criteria and I'm looking at the holistic picture, and it's just like
that's the only thing though.
You know, Pristavia did really well, or whatever. But we also have to prioritize. We have to prioritize how many of them were 1-runners, how many were 3. Strength of schedule, performance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he also had a lot of 1-rounders too. That's maybe
and that's the
C3. Here's the difference. C3 had a clear win over the person that finished number 2 on the list.
Number who on the list?
On the biggest platform.
She beat Vixen. Over Vixen.
Debatable what?
It wasn't debatable. I'm sorry.
A debatable what?
No, I'm sorry.
Clear?
It was clear.
It was very clear.
It was clear.
It was incredibly clear.
And I love Vixen. I love Vixen. My Midwest queen, but nah, she lost.
Vixen even knows that battle was clear.
It's hustle. I want to post a hustle at the tour on my wall.
Vixen even knows that battle's clear.
Nah,
Vixen was like, I thought C3 would be above me. She even said that because she knows.
I got a question though. Why or like? I mean, I know why, but I want to hear you guys' opinion about it. Why are like the Team 40 so mad that she's like 5, even though like she's
not Team 40. 40. Not
that's how we do at Team 40.
No, Team 40 was mad. Like Team 40 was mad.
But I'm gonna tell you the biggest problem, bro. The problem with these lists is rarely ever the placement. It's the arguments people make.
And that too.
It's the argument.
I'm not gonna say Team 40 was mad that
like the problem. The problem
with
The problem with COTY wasn't, and the A-Ward thing wasn't that A-Ward was below Surf, and
it was the argument. It was
the argument that was made for it. It's always the argument made for it that matters more. Yeah.
I think 40 most definitely should have been above KC.
What was 40 record last year?
40 had like 1-rounder against Loso, which they prioritized heavily. I'm gonna stay away from that.
Yeah, that's the issue.
So let me clear this.
Nixon had a 1 round against Emerson Kennedy, and she dog walked him. Okay.
No, so 40 said this. 40 said this too in the spaces last night. She's not mad that she lost. She don't care about that. She felt like the judging should have been better because C3 is definitely higher than what she was.
Right.
40 did not care if she lost or not. Like that did not matter to 40 at all.
Right.
I don't think C3 being at 3 is terrible.
when you break down, when you get to the strength of schedule, the impact arguments for C3, she's gonna be below a lot of people because outside of the Vixen battle, I don't think a lot of those battles moved anything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's terrible.
I think France said
Titus.
in space last night. Like you add up all those battles together, it might even be 20,000 views that she had on some of the all those battles she was around for last year.
All together.
That speaks to impact. That speaks to impact.
What I was hearing a lot was the only battle that nobody should be counting is Coffee versus Hustle because it didn't end. But people got Coffee winning 30. Yeah, so that makes sense to me.
And the thing is, though, people were mad because they was like, how are you counting first off, they didn't count it. And then, like, you can't be mad about the fact that she won off of 2 battles when Vixen last year won off of 2 battles. Mm-hmm. What are we doing?
Yeah, like volume isn't.
But nah, didn't Coffee have 3? I thought she had a 2-on-2.
But I'm saying if they're not,
technically
2-on-2 don't really come on now.
But and it was incomplete. It was she had an incomplete, a 2-on-2, and T-Top.
So
and Lady
are y'all ready for the WOTY versus COTY battle now?
I was about to get there. This is the most important thing. Remy Ma, drop the bag. Give me Gotti versus Coffee. Chrome 23. I need it. I need the belts.
Coffee.
That's gonna be a little messy. I don't know about that.
That's gonna be on the riot. I ain't gonna be on no Chrome.
Nah, Chrome 23. Don't do it on the riot. Don't do it on the riot.
Nah, they can't do it on the riot.
Drop the bag, Remy Ma. I'm gonna watch the battle like this.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that got to be a Kings versus Queens.
But
Coffee's one up on top.
Hot 97 can't stream that. We can't,
unfortunately.
Well, no camera.
But see, I don't know if Remy is booking Coffee because like how close she is with Hustle.
I will say Hustle has publicly stated she is not trying to stop anyone's bag. She has stated that publicly.
Okay.
That's what she said publicly.
That's the lineup. That's the line.
So she said publicly.
I think Coffee is like, I know ladies do this and like they end up coming back, but I feel like after the 40 battle and like if she ends up winning and then with her winning WOTY, she's gonna go out on top and she's probably not gonna like think about battle rap. And then she has other ventures outside of battle rap with real estate and stuff like that. Like,
but if Remy
battle, the Hustle battle.
But if Remy dropped that bag, she
might come back. She might come back. You never know. Officials.
I need the drama.
Came back.
I need the toxicity.
I do too. I would
champ versus champ in a toxic rivalry.
I want to see that shit so bad.
That was a
yes.
How toxic is her versus 40 about to be?
It's not gonna be that toxic.
It's not
gonna be toxic. It's gonna be aggressive just because 40's
it's
mad.
Gonna be aggressive.
About
they
rock
with each other though. Yeah, they did a whole like 20-minute video and like Coffee was giving her flowers for like most of the video. Like so there isn't animosity. It's just
did all
competitive.
After the battle was announced. These flowers was given after the battle was announced. You mean?
That she won COTY.
Like truthfully, if it was gonna go left, the promo would already started going left by now.
Nah, we got.
You know what I'm saying?
26, like 3 weeks. You know, females. I mean, 40 didn't drop the video about QB until the night before. So
she hates QB in real life.
QB.
Yeah, the day before.
That's been 4 or 5 years in the making.
Yeah, she doesn't actually hate Coffee.
Yeah,
they're
gonna talk the ish. Like it'll probably be like 40 and Casey if anything. Where they'll talk some ish going up to it.
Yo, let me say,
be it.
Just to the league, man, y'all gotta stop booking these events back to back, man. I can't go to Queen of the Ring one day and then fly to Atlanta to go see Cortez and Surf, man.
Well, stop going.
It's 52 weeks here. Spread it out.
The demand is most definitely high. It's crazy to think
that's why they have pay-per-view and streams for you to watch. You don't have to go to everything.
It's crazy to think that
you want to be in the building for. I ain't gonna lie.
That's
a fact.
Some things when you want to be in the building.
Anybody here gonna be in the building in ATL?
I want to be,
but I'm gonna be in Georgia, but I can't go, dog.
For the any given Sunday, Titus? Titus, for the any given Sunday?
Yeah,
I'm in ATL tomorrow, but that's it.
Wait, Titus, you gonna be there?
Word? Yeah, I'm in the building.
I see you there, Titus.
Can't go to both of them.
I'm gonna be at Summer Madness though, or Gnome for sure. Both of those.
But the thing is,
I mean, I'm gonna go if it's not in New York. I'm gonna go. I don't want to go to New York.
I'm not going to no New York event.
I'm good. I'm so good in New York.
The thing is with the ATL joint, Debo is the day before on the Saturday.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I'm good on the ATL energy. I mean the New York. I'm good on New York. I'm good.
I can't go to New York, man.
I don't like cities where y'all can't drive.
We can drive. Come on out here. Come on.
But y'all be like, I mean, anything where driving isn't the number one option, I don't want to go there.
Yeah, because we got other ways to get there.
Atlanta traffic is
That's what I'm
bad
saying,
though.
We got other
Atlanta
ways.
traffic's bad too though.
See,
I don't
but
mind.
we drive though. We'll be like, oh yeah, go take subway, go take the C train, go take C train to the A train, back to the D train, and then you in Brooklyn.
And then you got to jump on the bus to get up the block. Yep.
Right. No, I just want to drive, bro. I want to drive.
You can drive, man. Want, man. Ain't
But Titus, all that public transportation you was just naming will get you there quicker than drive.
Exactly.
See, but I don't want to be. I don't like people enough. Y'all people weird. Y'all be having. I seen a dude telling Mannequin to sit down the other day on the train, bro. I don't want to be around y'all people.
They still be b-boying in New York too. With the
That's because drugs are bad, okay? Drugs are bad. That's why he
right.
did that.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all be doing a lot.
Y'all be doing too much shit. Y'all be doing PCP and all types of shit.
Like if a nigga start climbing on top of the train like Spider-Man, I'm supposed to just sit there and ignore it.
Exactly. I'm supposed
to you're on the inside. How you gonna know that by being
he inside the train hopping on top of it? I seen it.
That part.
Yeah,
that part.
Yeah. See, the way he said, that happens every day. Every day, hard to play on
they
train.
be dancing, and then it does every day.
Bro, I just want to get where I need to go. I don't want to.
The pre-show. It's the pre-show to the event, man.
I'll be.
Y'all food there ain't even good, bro.
Watch it.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Oh man.
Man, you bugging.
We got the best Mediterranean food.
I got some food down there.
I will say that when it comes to New York, the events are much better to watch on cam than being in the actual environment. Like I love New York events.
Break that down though. What you meant by that? Break that down.
Because I would love to watch like the New York events like from a view to where like I'm watching the crowd heckle the battlers and stuff like that. But I wouldn't actually want to be there when like they're heckling the battlers. I wouldn't want to be there. I want to watch it, but I don't want to be there. Like,
did you like watching the Chrome 23 event with that crowd? Did you like that, Joe?
It was a dope atmosphere. I didn't like the fact they weren't paying attention. I didn't like the fact that they weren't paying attention. It was more of a social event than an actual battle event.
It's crazy how a crowd. It's crazy how a crowd of mostly battlers weren't watching the battle, but people think battlers' opinions are okay. Never mind.
No, they was actually all the battlers. All the battlers literally was watching it at that.
I seen the IG video of somebody popping a bottle in the middle of a round. Heard a round in the background. They're making an IG video in the middle of it. I seen it.
And I bet you it was the official versus KCJ battle when they did that too.
It wasn't. It was. It might have been Hustle and Couture.
I will say that I would love to see like a Gnome back in like New York. Because I watched the last Gnome that was in New York was Gnome 7. That was Ill Will versus Briz, Tay-Rock versus Chess, Rex versus Shine. I'm like, damn, like that New York. That was most definitely that was a great New York event. And like then France said it best. He said the last great New York event was Summer Madness 6 with Hollow and Tay-Rock, and that's crazy to think about. That's ridiculous to think about.
Hollow and Tay-Rock wasn't in New York.
It was.
Yes, it was.
It was Urban Plaza.
When the seatbelt
that was in New York, bro. That was the last major New York event, like great New York event. T-Top and Av, JC versus Nitty, Briz and Cal was underwhelming, but still. Oh, Hitman and Shine! I can't forget about Hitman and Shine. Woo. Oh my god!
That was a good event.
I'll tell you what, if Troy Ave didn't do what he did, the battles would have never left New York.
URL made an executive decision though. Like they were just like,
make an executive decision. They was forced
to have an event in New York, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man.
Y'all New York deserves less. Y'all had it for a long.
We deserve less.
Y'all deserve less. Y'all deserve less.
Way too long.
Yeah, y'all deserve less.
Y'all sure y'all want to go back to New York? Because Mook said bring it back. He want to battle there.
No,
y'all want that.
You know what? Y'all by deserving less, you deserve a Mook main event. That's what y'all deserve.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly. Mook versus Cassidy. That's what y'all deserve.
Y'all need you know what? Y'all need Mook versus like Mook versus Math and Cassidy versus Freeway. That can go.
Freeway.
Y'all can have
I was about to say, what if Cassidy
yes.
versus Freeway is in New York? Well, I'm about to see that too.
You deserve. Yeah, y'all deserve it. That's
I need Rex versus Hollow.
Rex versus Hollow.
Now, one thing that I would have liked to see that Hollow mentioned in his interview like 2 years ago is that when they said that like I don't know how true it is, but like it was supposed to be Hollow versus Mook at the Apollo or some crazy thing like that.
That's true. Yep. I remember that.
That would I ain't gonna front. That would have been fire. That would have been great.
I got one for y'all. Would y'all take Twerk versus T-Rex in New York?
Of course not.
Whoa.
Take that nowhere.
I ain't going, so I don't care. I ain't going, so I don't care. Y'all can have it. I'm not.
I mean,
y'all can have that. I'm not watching it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna front. I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see how T-Rex. I would have loved to see how T-Rex and I would have loved to see how T-Rex and Easy would have been in New York because he was actually like solid for all 3 rounds. I would have loved to see how that would have translated in New York.
They was both on. They was both
two and a half. Titus, 2.5.
Where it happened at though, they was both on neutral grounds. It was. I think it happened at a good place, a neutral ground. Neither one of them.
That's fair point.
Neither one of them was home.
But New York love Philly people though. New York. I mean, I don't.
But it might have been too much for Rex. I mean, it might have been just too much.
Wait, Lion, what'd you say?
I said New York deserves Dot versus SoCon.
Dot versus SoCon?
SoCon, yeah.
We've seen crazier matchups though. Like we've seen QP versus Fresco. Like we've seen crazier.
That's a good point.
We've seen crazier matchups. Like
Fresco had a crazy. Fresco used to get crazy on Vanguard. Fresco was crazy for a minute. Man. Fresco was getting crazy on dudes for a minute, bro.
If
he got crazy on Thesaurus. He got crazy.
If he ever comes to URL, like because people say Anderson Burris reminds them of like of Roan or something like that. I'm like, he reminds me of Roan / Fresco just because like he tries to infuse a little bit of swagger into his raps or whatever. Right. I would love to see like something like that. Whatever, if they ever bring Fresco back.
Shout out to Anderson Burris' little Twitter video because
that was fire. That was fire. I said,
wow, he can rap. I didn't know
that was
he knew
fire.
how to rap. I was pleasantly surprised. It was hilarious though.
Is that considered a diss track?
Yes.
If so,
might as well be.
Because he threw Mike P under the bus again.
Always. So he better keep up. Mike P keeps an eye on that battle. By the way.
Question. What's y'all favorite diss track out of the past from 2020 up until now? What's your favorite diss track? I already have mine on deck.
Battle rapping wise, you talking about?
I mean,
you talking about the battle rappers?
Yeah, battle rappers.
I ain't gonna lie. Asa means first John the Baptist diss for John.
That was crazy. John. That was crazy.
He got.
For me. It's between Loaded Lux joint because that was crazy. It's between Loaded Lux joint and chess set the tone. Part 1. Part 2 is dope, but part 1 that was nasty.
Part 1 was crazy. Yeah, it's those two. Yeah, I think those two are the top.
That diss track for Lux though was crazy.
The Loaded one and the other one. Yeah, he was.
I'm gonna go with Shotgun Suge's joint from this year. Maybe the second one. I don't know if it was the first or the second one, but the beat was phenomenal.
Yeah. Suge got good beat selection. Suge got great beat selection. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. The Baptist from Ace was getting crazy on John.
He was.
Oh, E Hart joint is crazy too. I think going that Suge off of the dot.
That was pretty good.
If I Rule the World beat.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Top tier did set the game on fire though, so it gets respect.
But when Loaded Lux released his diss track though, like
Got was crazy.
Nobody
he battle rap shut down for a good minute. It's like
Put everything on pause real quick.
Yeah. Lux shut it down for a minute.
Did Surf release a diss track?
Nah,
he's a subliminal joint.
Yeah,
whatever.
Subliminal.
I was wondering what that was. Okay, and he got a video for it.
Right.
Okay.
It go hard though.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
You just don't name names.
No.
Chess this track was kind of fire too, and that shit was fun. Shit was lit.
What, Set the Tone 2?
Yeah.
Chess first one though.
Set the Tone 1 was. I think Set the Tone was better. But
he said you ain't meek dog. You ain't meek dog. You ain't what?
Yeah.
He was talking to Easy. He gave Easy like 16 bars. Everybody.
Him and Easy's good back. Him and Easy's back and forth was dope.
Fines too. Just wait till find you.
Oh, I'm bugging. I'm sorry. The best one out of them all.
Step over the body like Tyron Lue.
Forgive me. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Forgive me. The best one out of them all. I'm bugging. Sorry. Calico, WWE.
Yes.
It's smooth. It's most definitely smooth.
It is smooth.
It was most definitely smooth.
You know, Bono wasn't even a diss track, and I still think Bono was better.
Crazy.
What's that?
That shit was even a diss track. That shit was fire.
Bono. Nah. Y'all know why that got elevated. It was
I'm
already
about to
good.
say-
But y'all know.
Yeah, y'all
elevated
know
it.
how that go. Yeah.
Y'all know elevated that. But now
Nah,
WWF do go hard though.
One diss track that was before 2020 that was crazy was
Actually, a question: Why
was
KOTD
hold on,
battlers
line.
don't do the
Hold on,
battlers freestyle?
Hold on, Go ahead.
Do y'all remember Twerk diss track to Loso?
Twerk and Loso's diss tracks back and forth was fire, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
I remember those.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
That was
Now we say
fire.
hardcore.
I was asking why don't KOTD battlers do that? Make diss tracks towards other battlers in their league.
Because Canadians are friends.
Why RB
Really?
battlers don't make diss tracks going at other battlers?
I mean, RB battlers.
Mike
Mac
Myron
does
is
that.
kind of like that hybrid in between
Yeah.
KOTD and
No,
RB.
but he disses everybody.
And he
though.
said,
Yeah.
he said,
See, the difference with Mac Myron, he disses everybody. He
Mac
goes
get
outside
crazy.
of the people outside of RBE and diss them. I'm just saying
Yeah,
why
Mac
the
get crazy.
KOT battlers don't do that. Why the RBE joints don't do that.
well, KOTD battlers they have like a different type of rapport with one another. Like
And
they'll break each other. Like they'll drop F-bombs like it's nothing, but they still rock with each other at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And in terms of RBE people or whatever, I don't think a lot of those guys are like
There's not
really,
enough.
like
There's not enough history
make
there.
music. And
There's not enough
like,
history
that
there
too.
either with RB.
Yeah.
Like the RB guys just kind of all there. They don't have a roster. RB doesn't have a real roster for real.
I tell you
Yeah.
what, if one battler from there does it, and who I want to see Big K go at the whole roster or something.
BK actually does make good music. I forgot
Yeah,
about
he
that.
He
And
does.
Big
does.
K, the diss track got to be called the block list. I don't know what
Yeah.
nobody said.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
fire. That's
That's
fire.
a fact. But anybody got any final takes they want to get out, man, before we get out of here for the day?
Shout out to the ladies that cooked this year and last year, man. Like, for
Facts.
real. I know a lot of people debating that list. I didn't see it, but all them ladies were pretty fire, dog. So give it to them. Give it up to the panel. I know they worked hard. They getting their flag, yeah. You know, it's some battle rap shit. Everybody gonna get flag here and there. We're not gonna remember it by next week.
I just want to shout out Bill Collector and Pass. You know, I know I got overshadowed this weekend, but I was gonna give some respect to them
For sure.
they
I just
pretty
want to
much,
say, oh, sorry.
they got swept under the rug real quick. But shout out to Bill and Pass.
I want to say something toxic before I get out of here.
Please do.
I think Christian Yamaguchi had a better year than Gaddis.
That's not toxic. That's just facts.
It's not facts.
It's
not
toxic.
It's not
Thanks,
facts.
Titus.
It's not facts. Yeah.
All right,
It's
we getting
Definitely
toxic.
toxic.
Avery was top 5 WOTY this year since y'all
Who?
want to talk toxic.
Relax,
What
man.
he said? I didn't hear him.
Please stop. Don't say it again. Don't say it again. Don't say it
Repeat
again.
We're talking about the
No.
disrespect. That's what
No,
we're talking
don't
about.
say it again. Don't say it again.
I didn't
Lauren,
hear him.
Please.
LTBR is Battle Rap's Google.
Hey, appreciate that.
If y'all miss anything, just go down their Twitter page. Bet money is already up.
That's a whole fact, though.
Battle
That's a whole fact.
Rap Google.
The last thing I was gonna say
Change your
was,
name, friends.
Yo, I do got one question. Yo, how do folks stay in spaces for like 9 hours though? It's amazing.
But they be falling asleep and coming back, bro.
They don't got
Yeah, they
shit
do.
to do with their life.
They be drinking, bro. Like you.
But I can do it. I can stay on spaces in the whole work shift though, because I work overnight. So if they on at 10 o'clock and I ain't got nothing going on, I might turn the spaces on, just chill
And just listen.
all night. Yeah, it's very possible. It's highly plausible.
My
Hardcore. Chrissy was higher too. I forgot. Yeah, Chrissy was higher than Gaddis on the list. That's
I
right.
thought Chrissy wasn't on the list. Y'all said. I thought you
No,
said
we didn't
No,
say that.
I thought one of them because
Yeah.
they switched out like a couple people. So
Yeah.
So I
Hey,
think
boys, I'm gonna head out though.
Touch
Yep.
Hi, bro.
Where can I see the list at? How about that?
They
don't
just
have-
dropped the coach check round, so the
Yeah,
rest
I
of it
see
should
that
be out
on
on YouTube
YouTube.
today. Yeah, so the
Where
rest
can
of
I
it
see
should
the
be on YouTube
list
today.
that you was reading?
I haven't seen it. Oh, I got that from the peoples.
Okay,
I'm connected.
okay,
I'm connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you connect.
It's good to be connected sometimes. You're right. You're right.
Ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, I got time to take. Prayers up for Cortez. Prayers up for Ernie.
Oh my god.
Prayers up for Ernesto. Like
He might be good if he bring math out.
you had a good run, but
I ain't gonna lie. If you need math Hoffa to win you up, never mind. Let me relax. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be a better person.
Y'all are ruthless.
Yeah, it's getting.
I'll tell you, you ain't never said you had winning Pristavia versus Danny.
Oh, y'all know I got Pristavia.
There we go.
3-0.
There we go. There we go. Yikers.
Nah, I won't say 3-0. I don't say 3-0. It'll
2-1.
be a solid 2-1.
Pristavia gonna win because the whole gun title is gonna be behind her.
I mean, even if they're not behind her, she's gonna win just because.
Exactly. She's
Danny,
going
yeah,
better than
yeah.
That's why the C3 battle looked the way it looked because gun title was behind her. It's a it's a method to the madness.
By the way, I need y'all to also understand. We got to go ahead and hype this up. We got to go and hype this up. For the first time ever, Titus, the update guy, and the bar guy will be in the same building on March 27th. This is a big day.
Oh, because he battling Ad that day. Okay.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shit. Yeah.
I'm about to catch a rebuttal. I'm gonna catch a. If I see him before the battle, I'm catching a rebuttal in the battle. That's gonna be crazy. I need to see him after the battle.
I was gonna say like,
don't put me in no bars. They're gonna make Ad put me in his rounds.
Danny has like he's either at 500 or a little bit above 500 against the gun titles counterparts. Because what he battled Easy, Chess, Tay-Rock, and then he'll battle Pristavia. So that'll be 4 people within the gun titles camp.
Yeah, he'll be at or under. Yeah,
he'll be at or under 200. No. You said at or under. No, you no. At or under. He'll be
above.
He's not
gonna be above 200.
No,
he lost the Chess. He lost Chess. He lost the Easy.
We're gonna have to revisit. We're gonna have to revisit that chess battle.
Yep.
Did he lose the Rock?
Did he lose the Rock? I mean, the consensus has Rock.
Easy's debatable.
Easy
is debatable. It is debatable. The first 2 is debatable.
I got Easy first and third. I got
Easy
in the
building for that battle too.
I got Easy in 3 rounds.
I think Danny took the second, but I got Easy first and third.
That battle's either way too. In the building, Easy won it. I don't know. When it came out, it looked a bit different.
He didn't beat Chess. He didn't beat Chess.
No,
Chess is close.
I'm willing to concede the Rock battles because the consensus has Rock. The consensus so overwhelmingly has Danny winning, so I ain't tripping on that. Okay. So I'm willing to concede that.
All I'm saying is Danny.
So he can be at 500.
Danny hasn't like had a clear loss. I think him and Easy is a closer battle than what people made it, but he hasn't had a clear loss to a gun titles representative yet. So we'll see.
He clearly lost Chess, but all right.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
2019 was a blur.
2019 was a wild year. But yeah, the update guy and the bar guy in the same building.
That's gonna be fire.
Tata cool him. Tata gonna tell him. Tata gonna poison the well and make him think that I've said so. I'm just playing. Tata got my back.
Yikers Island is gonna be sad that day. Yikers Island.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I'm not the biggest Danny fan, but I do have Av2-1 just because it's on a stage. I can't name that many amazing performances from Danny Myers on the stage.
Yeah,
like I remember Danny Myers losing to Glue Easy in California on the stage. So I'm just throwing it out there.
It happened.
And then his next Sunday, and then his next week, and then his next week right after that is when he battles
Debatable, bro.
Right.
And then the week right after that is when he battles Pristavia on Gates of the Garden.
Crazy.
Really? Is that close back to back?
I think it's April. Ain't like April 5th or something like that.
Let me pull it up because I saw it earlier. You might be right though. I don't think you're wrong. Let me see if I can pull it
but
up.
When I look at Danny's like stage performances, him and Steam's debatable. A lot of people have Steam's winning. Him versus Rex. I thought he beat Rex on the stage. Like he lost.
He definitely did. But he beat Rex in that battle. Overall, it's underwhelming after that first round.
Yeah. That was on the one with no replay value.
Him and Danny was on the stage, and it was
It's April what?
April 23rd. April 23rd.
So
he's got a big gap. He's got a good gap there. But yeah, man.
He's gonna take a battle in between those 2 battles, man.
You're right. That's too many weeks. Too much free time. But look, man. Appreciate all y'all, man. Let's wrap this. We're gonna wrap the show up, man. Salute, Slay, Hardcore.
Yes, sir.
4-time perk. Salute to y'all, bro. We're gonna wrap the show up. Salute to the chat. Appreciate y'all, Malcolm, my boy. You know what it is. So yeah, salute to you, bro. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Britt. Britt, you gotta pull up next week. All right. Thank you, Tata. Britt, Reggie, Cosum. You know what I'm saying? All y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Osama. Salute. We out. Let's see. Gonna cut the string. I'm kick him out. That's how I cut the string.